Stop it.
Why? You literally had the video start now with you saying stop it. To who?
Turn it off. One of those islands.
Okay, so when we last left off, I think we're streaming now, right? Yep.
We're live.
When we last left off,
Saturday night.
you guys had destroyed a crew for a Kalanthri warship, and now the warship belongs to you guys. So, what would you guys like to do?
Are we gonna sail
Fix
this
it.
thing?
Yeah, and so it actually isn't too damaged. There was a shatter that was cast at it at one point, so like part of the deck is a little roughed, but that would be like less than a day to fix that.
You got a magic mending.
That would probably just fix it. Honestly,
Gotta fix it.
and you'll just fix it, Felix. Just you jump around the top and So if there's anywhere you guys would like to go, if there's anything you guys would like to accomplish, this could also be a nice little downtime episode since we don't have as many players here today. Get some more of the side stuff done if you have any spells you need to learn or what have you. What? Yeah, that's a whiteboard.
Jesus Christ.
But
Most of this. Let's scroll down to Seth's quote.
oh yeah, you probably also have all that Kraken loot that you guys haven't done anything with yet. How much money do you guys have, just out of my curiosity?
You had I could add them all up.
Yeah.
Bling bling.
Somewhere around.
That is quite a bit, yeah.
I got a lot of gold recently, and I started letting go the gold just because I personally already have so much gold that it doesn't.
How much gold do you personally have then?
Total, everyone has been in the party. We got 325 left.
Wow.
Currently, us 3.
Okay. That would be enough money to do some things if you want to do some things. Stop touching my peepers.
I have
Buy more of those
1,000
giant
gold
explosives.
and 1,079.
Load up a boat with it and sail it into the harbor where the cult is. Fire ships. Everybody likes the Halifax
What if we
explosion.
don't want this boat?
You can sell it.
Oh, true. That'd probably be better.
Or you could blow it up.
Yeah, fill it with explosives. Have some people sail it back into the thing.
Oh,
Light it
fuck.
up.
I was hoping to
That'd
keep
be
their
rough.
fortress. I was thinking the cult, the cult, wherever it is.
That is another thing. You guys don't know where.
Are we?
Right now you'd be in, like, basically the part of the sea, like, south of Niflheim, between Niflheim and, Dilkirjord. So you're probably, like, close to, like, Alpta, Hofsteigr area, but at sea.
I thought the gods told us where it was.
Or what was.
The cult that we're pursuing.
Down it.
Oh, they're underwater.
That is a little harder to sail a fire ship.
It's like,
It's right there.
We could buy a submarine and use that as a fire ship? That seems like... That's just a roundabout torpedo, isn't it?
300 miles from there.
Probably done this whole bringing things underwater to blow things up, right?
And it worked out great for everyone involved.
Not
to remember the go back to your base.
That's half the fun.
No, it's not. Absolutely.
What's life without a little risk?
It can't go wrong twice.
Yeah!
I disagree.
I mean, that's only because you're assuming that actions have consequences.
Spend a bit of time learning spells.
Alright. When you say a bit of time, you're talking like a week or
No, like
super easy.
learn Blade?
Yeah.
Wizard spell?
I don't know. I think the last time I used Blight, it was Pathfinder 1st Edition, and that was an anti-paladin.
I only told. Chump change.
You don't have it all. I am joking.
No, I tell a lie. I was the GM, and I was playing a bunch of Furies, which inexplicably have Blight as a endless font of spell-like ability.
I think last time I cast Blade. Did I cast Blade on you, Floki, or what did
I
I?
don't know. I don't pay attention to the damage I take. None of it's substantial.
I saw Blade. Sorcerer Tiamat,
Or
then like immolated them.
or in
Lifted out. On its face. They're off and upside down.
Wow.
What was it?
What a cop out.
it's trauma.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do in your downtime?
I'd like to have a conversation with the floating skull head that seems to have different opinions than I thought when I was unconscious.
Alright.
It certainly seems like its hopes and dreams for the world have evolved somewhat since our last conversation.
Alright, you are welcome to.
Hi. In fact, I'll sit down backwards on a chair.
Okay. It's just floating near you.
Let's talk. Are you okay?
No.
How can I help?
I desire death, destruction,
Whose?
everyone.
Can I ask why?
Cravings. Unquenchable pain.
Well, you're not really in much of a position to do a whole lot of quenching. In fact, back home, we'd usually have someone sit down with a mind healer for this sort of thing.
Memories shatter. Mind shatter.
Would you like help making new memories?
I do not know. Yes.
Thank you for letting me know. In fact, let's find a nearby port and just have a day of it together.
Taking your fun skull on the
Alright. Your rainbow skull. Alright, which port would you like to go to? Go to Alpta or Hofsteigr?
The goal here, it doesn't really matter where, because the goal here is to give it some more productive life goals, and then let it go do that. Because it certainly sounds like the out-of-character difficulties you were having can be best defined as
It's more powerful than you, and
he
you are...
super isn't, but it is a whole extra PC, and that's a problem.
But he was a higher level wizard than you.
He can cast
He was.
There's one once per day spell level he can cast that's higher than I can,
Yeah.
and it's at a much lower DC.
Which the lower DC is also because of the gifts that you've gotten. But
Yes, but I'm offering you a way out for the extra PC problem, not
Yeah.
not the extra gear problem. That's something you're gonna have to deal with yourself.
which I already have a plan for that. But I don't know. If you don't want to let him go, I'm fine figuring out a way to get rid of him.
I want to let him go. I also don't want him to leave a trail of murder behind as he goes. That, for me.
Yeah. That wasn't how I was planning to let him go. Because I do agree that, honestly, like, he can cast a slightly higher spell than you, but you gotta think that you guys are within a party. So, like, he couldn't take on the party at all. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And also, he's under your spell, so he is basically minion level still. Like, not the Frost Skulls, he's a Balfrost Skull, based on a Flame Skull. Flame Skulls are pretty much straight minions, but they usually can't cast as good of spells, because they're usually not as strong as wizards in life. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome back.
What?
The extra action economy seemed to bother you last time around, and I'm...
Yeah, I just need to... So what I will say is you are a type of caster I have not dealt with before, so I'm learning.
You've never dealt with a cleric?
Not a cleric that is good.
Fair enough.
That might have been offensive to people that are not here, but...
Some effort.
I know.
They're real good support casters.
Exactly. Clerics are really strong if you're actually, like, good at playing cleric. Like, I see a bunch of people who are like, oh, Ranger's such a weak class, and then every time my brother plays a fucking Ranger, he, like, wipes the floor with, like, so many people, and I'm like, I think you just don't know how to play Ranger. Like... Like, DPS-wise, I think his character does pretty good. I think Loki does really good. Utility-wise, I think your character is really good utility-wise. I don't think you're usually the one doing a ton of damage, but you do a lot of other stuff to make up for it. You are very good at controlling battlefields. Now that I've encountered you, so I have to make sure that I have people in place that can fuck that up.
It's got cinnamon in it.
In the coffee? Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Hey, you got wet little baby hands. Why are you trying to touch my stuff?
No, past me was right. This is amazing.
Glad. It's also good for you. Cheese still isn't done. Yeah, it's called, what's it called, Matt?
What?
It's not mud water, is it? It's... Yeah, that Ilya's drinking.
No, that is the one.
Mud water? Yeah, that's what they call it. It's got, like, it's like ashwagandha, chai. It's got a lot of stuff in it.
Tastes good.
So don't hate this coffee as much as I thought it. Although this is...
Oh, is that your, she has nice creamers, like, cinnamon donut or whatever.
Coffee cream, or
Cinnamon French toast.
I'm generally thought of Giovanni as the first people to successfully sue Alex Jones.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people suing him lately.
Yes.
Good reason.
Yes.
Also true.
He sucks.
But yeah, I wouldn't get rid of him just to get rid of him. Like, if there is like a thematic thing that you want to do, that'd be cool. It is going to be hard, I think, to try and find a pleasant
Way out.
Yes.
Because undead live a far more torturous existence than this character has in any way comprehended.
Yeah.
That is an ongoing problem, yes.
Wasn't great. We didn't want you guys to get dirty. That's right.
They are one of the things that are, like, usually default evil.
Which I kind of hate, and is why I prefer other RPG systems, but
Jesus, almost done that.
it is fair to say that they start from something of a disadvantaged position.
Yeah. And, like, I definitely agree with your position of, like, I don't make any of my races evil, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, the way I'm looking at it, the majority of necromancy magic in the world has come from people who are fucked up evil, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, like, that's why it's tainted.
And
In
it's
theory,
from their work that I'm working from.
exactly. So, like, if you were like, oh, I want to make a new spell that does the same thing, but, like, nicer, like,
That would take effort.
it would.
More
Which,
efficient to eat, right?
yep. Copy that Igbo guy. That's a little weirdo. What are you doing? Don't make her eat your nose. He was sticking his nose in her mouth.
But she's like, but she's gonna get for it. When she hurts you, you'll only have yourself to blame.
But yeah, so like Igbo was a dude like right after the Age of Strife. He was like a big, powerful necromancer that got Bjorn, stop letting her put her fingers in your mouth. That's gross. Big, powerful necromancer. He became a lich, and then he had 10 other liches that were weaker underneath his service. And
I do love the Black Company series, yes.
he tricked them into putting their souls into his phylactery, which ended up exploding and sending him into the astral sea, where he became a god.
What a dick.
Yeah. You done reading your book, Jordan?
No.
Go do that.
Mom, can I have one?
Hell no.
He didn't ask you.
Enjoy!
Yeah.
You want your tag-alongs? I could grab the box for you.
Yes, please. What are you trying to tell us?
That she wants to try that.
Mommy, pick me up.
Mommy, give me some sugar.
Oh, actually, she's like, excuse me, I have not had a little cookie yet. What?
Fire.
Hell yeah. Hofsteigr would probably be the best place to go for that. Alright. You guys sail to Hofsteigr. If you guys remember, the last time you sailed to Hofsteigr, the towers that generally are seen were destroyed. Well, yeah,
Destroy things.
you guys let the guy out that wanted to destroy the towers, and then he did it.
But we didn't know.
Good on him.
True.
Treating his life cool.
So as you guys are in the city, there is a lot more disillusion in the city than there was previously. There were previously 2 sets of guards that you knew of They were kind of the guys that would wear like the gold armor that were under the control of basically the larger families within the city. And there were also the Dritzkling guards. You're seeing a lot more Dritzkling guards now. What?
Which city was it?
There were
For like not getting.
this one. Yep. So,
Did we resolve that? I don't think so.
yeah, so, the City Watch is actually, depending on the area you're in, you'll actually see some City Watch guys possibly strung up. It is not a great position right now. The Dritzkling, they have things relatively under martial law at the moment. So, like, you guys are well known. They're not going to stop you, but a lot of people get stopped at checkpoints. A lot of people...
Tradespeople are getting paid badly because they work at blacksmith places that are owned by other people.
Yep.
Have lots of money. We could buy
Buy
for
them out.
and pay the workers a lot.
The deacons.
And the guy who used to own them is dead now.
We can even get a bonus off of it. Hey, we'll buy this for you. Give us like a small, like, 3% of the profits.
Something.
I
Think
set
we're
you
gonna
free. Pay me back over like 100 years.
For like assaults on these bonuses.
Are fireworks a thing? What if we attached one of those explosives to a firework? Yeah. And then we could point it at stuff.
It's a guarantee that it would, one, fly up high enough that it could wait. Or two, not get set off by like the same thing that's gonna set off the firework before.
I'll say you're welcome to
Well, that's
try.
guarantees. Exactly. See? You're welcome to try. That isn't even on... Oh, you can certainly try. What fresh hell is this? What fresh... Yes! That's one of the good ones!
How's that cheese doing?
I will check out it again.
I'm sorry. I want the pretzel bite so bad.
But what are they without cheese? I think I can. What's this?
Soft salted bread.
Not the
Place to
same as
find
the.
information.
What?
Probably wouldn't be like a place to find it.
Definitely could be. Is there a Tardios library here? I believe there is.
Immersion blender for the win.
It is important not to break your immersion.
Tardios library. It should be by the
There-
Platinum Temple.
Oh, there's a library!
There is.
Skull friend, you cast spells? Do you like words?
Yes.
Let's go read.
Yes.
Any subjects you're interested in?
Magic.
I'll see what we can dig up.
Okay. All right. Then. This is ideal.
Yes, it is.
screaming.
I do. And unlike, I get pretzels afterward.
True. I think maybe. Information on
I want to know, like, this.
What love is?
Not this character. What the sequence of events was when Titan was felled the first time. Like, what happened then? Maybe because it might be useful to know that we have to repeat that sequence.
Alright, so, the Titan, first was getting fought by, Aegir and Albiorn together. They were both fighting the Titan. Aegir ended up getting killed by the Titan because the Titan basically just took Aegir's weapon and basically threw it at him so hard that he got basically impaled into the bottom of the ocean, killing him and making him the drowned god. After that happened, he also was going to kill Halbjorn as well when Wodan came down and joined the fray, basically. And Wodan was able to beat the Titan, but in doing so was blinded.
Oh, you didn't even trade it for wisdom this time?
He didn't, no.
This Odin sucks.
Well, it is technically still... He learned that fighting a Titan... Fuck you up.
That is a much less important lesson.
Okay. Mostly gods that.
Yes. Now, while this was going on, storm giants were also invading the Isles, and they were being fought by basically the Nordic clans of the day.
Are they the ones responsible for the floating castles?
Storm giants. Storm giants tend to live underwater. It's
I'm thinking of cloud giants.
Yeah, cloud giants are floating castles. Now, the storm giants are the kings of the giants, so they did have support from all the other giant kin, whether it be cloud giants or hill giants, stone giants. No. And the giants were winning until the Titan was killed. As soon as the Titan was killed, that kind of let the mankind rally and be able to push them back. This ended up leading to a lot of pogroms in the Nordic Isles. Yeah. Previously, there was a lot of giant kind that lived in the Isles as well, like stone giants, fire giants, stuff like that. Not as much now. You'll see there is one island that the frost giants still live in. Jotunborg, I believe. Yep. So there are still frost giants there. You might find like a giant citadel, like for like fire giants, somewhere in the Nordic Isles, or like a stone giant clan, but there's not a heavy population. Yes, Bjorn.
Humans are to giants as giants are to titans.
Yeah, Titans are real big.
You know how a human would look up at a giant? A giant looks up at a titan. That's Greek specific.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, sometimes. Absolutely.
So in this world, the Titans were basically the things before the gods. So before the gods existed, there were the Titans, which is similar to Greek.
No, you're right. In fact, they're also right. I've just remembered that most of the world was before it was a tree. The corpse of a giant that a cow drank from. Mythology's weird.
So,
I think that is that grass. This is the only way I can describe it.
you got a little something on your lip.
That is
Count the 10.
no Titan. Sizzle or all in.
Honestly, like the Titan I have in this game would not have a base. It would be, it would be part of the map, basically.
Nice.
Titan is this tall.
No, it's way taller than that. Like, if I made a Titan Mini, for this game, it'd probably be like this tall off the table.
What the?
Yeah, they're big.
Okay. I can't fix this.
Jeez.
No, it only be.
It must be beer cheese. Kindly read this recipe, but I'm not happy with it.
Oh,
I don't like it.
May I try some?
Or it made size one.
Okay, let's not be standing on stuff. Hey, are you done reading your book? Yeah. I love you, John. You can do it. Is there any other information you were looking for?
Oh, I like that a lot.
Really?
But then I also like Dijon mustard.
When we went to, we saw a giant figure.
So, what you saw was large figures swimming up towards you that seemed to not be completely humanoid in
It's not
shape.
for you. Glad it is for me.
Don't feel like cheese.
Should have taken better notes for this kid.
It's also a failing of me. I have not focused enough on the actual storyline.
I do appreciate the evidence in the last session that you can, in fact, animate giant corpses.
Yep.
That sounds fun.
I should have gone with that.
So, just to give a brief description of the Tardios Library, there is a old dragonborn that is the librarian here. And it's more of a trading of knowledge kind of thing. If you're just coming to read, you're welcome to do that. But you can't, like, buy books from here. And there are certain books that you don't have access to that you would need to give knowledge for knowledge.
Probably got pretty expensive notes.
I have
Like
some
Nordic.
overdue books here.
Oh yeah, those spells would, like, 100% get you stuff.
Records and stuff that we found.
Yep.
It's a knowledge trade.
Yeah.
Spell was anything I could here.
Yeah, not only did I actively steal information to sell to a black dragon from here, but also if I show up at a gold dragon's doorstep asking for it to give me more magic to feed my undead friends, that might not go over well.
Well, this one doesn't have the specific dragon. This is just a little branch office.
Okay.
The actual dragon is also close to the black dragon. They're in a similar area.
Okay, for branch office, they probably won't hear I'm here for a while. Everything is fine. I'm still
And
going
I don't think you stole any knowledge from them specifically, did you?
I remember it being a thing that students of the Black Dragon were encouraged to do.
That would make sense. Devin, would you like some pretzels?
I'll try it. Okay. Thank you.
That'd be the Titan would be hard, but anything's possible with enough magic.
I will take it for
Heck yeah.
Ain't the fun.
It'll still cost the money that it would cost, you know.
yeah. I figured.
What a wonderful institution of knowledge. I have a friend here who's looking to indulge in a little bit of adult education. Would you be willing to help tutor him in something?
I imagine you put like a robe over.
What are you pointing at?
It's like a
I'm
You're pointing
pointing
at
at a
the
floating skull.
Say again?
I'd like him to have a hobby. I feel like it might be good for him.
They have hobbies?
If they don't, that feels like a tremendous oversight. I mean, they're clearly self-aware.
Really? What is your name, Skull? And it looks at him and he's like, names lost, memories shattered.
Would you like a new name?
Does being dead not kind of kill your thirst for life?
And
I wouldn't know. I've
he
never
looks
tried
at
it.
you and he's like, this is the most sentient skull I've seen. I gotta admit, I'm a little uncomfortable.
I'm sorry to hear that. Look, I hope you can work through that while we're here.
Did you do this?
the wild thing to bring to a library.
Mostly? What is the name of the organization that they took over the castle for?
That hasn't happened yet. You're talking Klanthri?
So the floating castle. They took over a floating castle for someone
Oh, I see.
who I worked alongside with the night
You're
nurse.
talking about Munghilda with,
Yes.
yeah. Munghilda with, the Saderling clan.
I was working with the Saberling? Oh,
Okay. Who specifically in the Saderling clan, might I ask?
Hilda?
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
And they're a little more self-aware than I was expecting, and I'd really like to encourage them to really explore their new self.
Well, any are welcome to read books here as long as they're within the public section. If you have knowledge to trade, then we can discuss.
Morals, like drop them off at free. Know how to be kind friends.
You're right. We should start with the philosophy section.
Maybe conquer the whole death is everything first. Giving them magic.
You see,
And I'll
you see the skull over there. He's like, I found this guy called Malthusian.
No! No! Why do you have him on your shelves?
I'm glad that someone got that bit. That was a big niche one. Why are you trying to put your whole hand in your mouth?
Thomas Malthus was an extremely racist asshole who founded the whole Thanos School of Resource Distribution.
Oh. Fair mounting.
Yes.
It
Yes.
is!
Makes sense.
What? Oh, whatever. I'm sorry. The only person who didn't go over their head is Ilya, so...
He was particularly anti-Irish in particular, because he was supportive of the English active genocide of that cut the population of that isle in half over the course of 50 years.
It still hasn't recovered to this day.
Yeah! I found this spell called Hellfrost. If I give it to you, can we just go in for the day and check out the philosophy shelves?
Sure.
Cool.
Fair.
We just kind of took their baton and ran with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like modern nights.
Very much so, yes. haven't been at it for as long, so I think they've still probably done more
This
worse
is a
things, but
very large.
keep it up, we'll catch up.
Got rid of very many.
Mhm.
Oh no, there weren't that many Native Americans. They only live on what, like a handful of reservations now? Couldn't have been that many. I want you to realize that this is being a joke, right?
Yeah, but that. Ow. To specify it on camera.
Mhm.
That hurt
Oh,
really
I-
bad.
To be clear, for anyone who doesn't know that that was a lie, it was a lie.
I was trying to point out obvious inconsistencies in logic.
That was the best breakfast I've had in a while.
Crunch.
With that. Oh god. Time doesn't stop.
Don't talk about such
I'm almost 30.
lovely things.
We're almost 30!
But I still feel like 20 times, so I don't know about you.
Ancient, withered, crumbling. I know I don't look it, but I feel it. Like butter scraped over too much bread. I'm stealing Bilbo's vines. Just all of them. So that's how I'm spending my day. Introducing my new friend to concepts of
Philosophy?
the least awful philosophy I can find.
Back.
Actually,
Not good for your belly.
cookies. The body is like laid and relaxed all at this time.
I had about 5,000 calories yesterday trying to fight off the ongoing withdrawal symptoms of my antidepressants, and I know the feeling.
Oh, wait.
Find some per calorie. So much of it.
I should have just gotten like a cabbage head.
Pretzels. I'll share with Faye.
They say that blueberries have because of high antioxidants.
I say that blueberries have no points because they're very round.
3 calories.
High five.
But actually, generally, fresh fruit. Other than pineapple,
Wouldn't be the first time that I've just eaten an entire watermelon for lunch.
watermelon is good.
Watermelon is so good.
Pineapple and dates do not fall into that category.
It's good.
They will go straight to the hips.
And then you'll explode. Alright. A podcast that includes both Malthusian economics references and a SpongeBob reference. This is gonna be a real great podcast episode.
Is that a SpongeBob reference?
It'll go straight to you. What'll happen? Will I explode? No, it'll go straight to your thighs, and then you'll explode.
I did not. But
It's the first
No.
time that Squidward eats a Krabby Patty, and he gets an instant food addiction.
oh, yeah.
I do remember that actually, yeah.
I know that when I said that earlier this I meant it.
Spell work.
It's spell work.
Thinking.
I'm trying to make my
Loki's
accidental
in a
child
library.
not awful.
Can't read.
No one's asked me.
What are
Yeah,
you,
what
Ace, I
are
have?
you
What
doing? What you up to?
Stab.
Think about stabbing people.
Generally seeks out bars and ways to make money off fighting.
That sounds like fun.
One of those things.
Wow.
Or getting drunk and pretty fun.
I was thinking, I knew the spell detect thoughts. The spell was talking a lot about its memories being broken.
Oh, yes.
But I don't know if looking at that mind is a good idea.
In fact, don't just look at it. Delve right in.
Yeah.
We could try and do that.
That'd be interesting.
To jump to Floki real quick, you can very easily go get drunk in a bar, and actually, while you're in the bar, you're drinking a bunch. And actually, as you're drinking, there's a guy that's pretty big, not as tall as you, but pretty big, that kind of bumps into you as he's walking. And how do you react? Oh, big hero now, I see. Oh, do you not fight him?
Just stare him down.
Give me a intimidation check. Yep.
I don't think I have the right dice.
If we do an intense enough detect thoughts session, we can basically do a Magic School Bus episode.
15.
15. Tickle. I see how it is. Not even willing to defend yourself. And he kind of bumps into you again as he walks away. You pick him up and grab him. Okay.
Just quick bow. Other hand.
It's like, and then as you're doing that, you see some Dritzling guards walk in. They're like, "Hey!" And one of them walks over, and they're like, "Hey, we need to talk to you. Can you sit him down for a second?"
Apologize.
They're like, "Oh, what?"
Say sorry.
And they're like, "If you want, we can handle that for you."
I look to him.
And he's like, sorry.
I drop him so he just falls.
And he falls down, and they're like, take him out back and beat the shit out of him. They grab him and take him out, and he's like, hey, you're a big guy, right? We're having a lot of problems with some new gangs in the area. Think you might be able to help with that? So, ever since the towers got taken down, the guards that we usually let run this place have, kind of been removed from the equation. We usually have a much lower presence here, but now we can't. Because we're dying every day. It's not good. It's also not good for money. Money's not really coming out of this town anymore, and that's really what it's known for. There's about 4 gangs that have kind of split the place up, kind of similarly to the way it was before, except the gangs used to be rich, now they're poor. And it's still a problem. If you could help us take out 1 or 2 of these gang leaders, there'd be a lot of money in it for you. Can you take your bacon? There's been a real power vacuum since those towers got taken out.
these people. Oh,
Why is anyone hungry and full?
does rich people make them? Take all their shit? Give them nothing in return?
Look, I was above my pay grade. I got sent here with my boys to help solve some problems. Some problems are not yet solved.
Solve some problems.
Alright. So,
What are you like?
so there's 4 bosses that we know of currently. But, oh, jeez.
Sounds like I need some more things. Oh, some more.
So, it seems like the gangs have kind of divided up the city into 4 kind of pieces. One of the old foremans for the V-Dot Forge Yard has kind of gotten a bunch of his blokes together, and they're taking protection money from a lot of the denizens within basically the northeast part of the city. They're not terrible. I don't think he got killed, that guy.
Is this the guy in charge of the forge yards or that one?
Guy that was in charge. He was the foreman at the fort. So, not a owner guy, but like probably the guy you talked to the first time, honestly. I don't remember what his name was. So that's basically the northeast part of the city. The slumwalk. Well, next up, the more expensive part of the city, by the Arena of the Gods. There's some religious fanatics that are there now. Some kind of Wodenist people.
South Pacific accent.
Huh?
I love the South Pacific accent.
Is that what the accent I'm doing right now?
South Pacific, yep.
I'm not good at accents. I just go with the random ones. I tried
It's
actually.
usually awesome.
Sincere, by the way.
Well, I appreciate. I wish I was capable of more than one accent. There's some religious extremists by the Arena of the Gods, a Wodenist cult. They got some crazy shit they're dealing with now. We've been avoiding them completely. I think we can probably also work with them. I'm not sure. That's up to you. Who we work with, who we kill. There's 2 more if you want to know more.
Those are the 2 bigger ones?
There's 4 big ones.
Oh. Yeah, just tell me now. I might need revenge.
Okay. Then, there seems to be another group of, they're like were-rats. It's so weird.
Yellow rat?
Were-rats.
Where rat?
I want a werewhale now.
Yeah, basically the guys that turn into rats, but like big rats with like claws. It's weird. They can also turn into small rats. I don't know how that works. Well, it's more like a giant rat, but they basically. Oh, they're no, they're not druids. They're like, it's like a werewolf, but a rat.
Turn with the moon?
No, just whenever they want. That's how werewolves work too. It depends how much you control it. So they actually they took over the prison as well, which that's kinda not great.
What do you control?
We control some of the streets. The streets we're on, we control. Where we are not, they just do whatever the hell they want. And we don't have that many guys.
Former Afghanistan. Controlling 3 streets in Kabul.
But I control, like, a 10-foot radius of where I'm standing. And then-
Socialize this city.
And then the swim-walk top tower is there's some anarchista guy named Thorbjorn held up there. You might remember that name.
Huh? Thorbjorn?
Thorbjorn.
Is he the fighter? Thorbjorn, like.
He's the dude you broke out of prison.
No. So there's the anarchistas, the Rodenists, the Forge people, and the were-rats.
Yep.
Thanks.
And if you can help with any of it, that'd be great. Because we're struggling.
I'll inform you later. You're gonna go into the living room with your sister.
Yeah.
I meet back up with him to get share of the money.
What money?
You just go to the bank.
Wait a minute. Share him with what money?
Amount of money.
Just want to withdraw.
What do you need money for?
I'm about to socialize things.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Spell hungry.
Oh, yeah. Do that now if you want. What spell is this?
Separate memory.
Okay.
How much money can I get my hands?
He wanted to do a scene real quick in the mind of the,
At 50,000 gold. It's like,
that is a lot of gold.
Buy your own ship for that.
Yeah, and then some.
I was just stealing a Star Wars line.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Here's 50 down.
You want all 50,000?
that's
I'll put it in my bag of holding.
500 pounds. Before people bank empty, put it in my bag.
Put it
It
in the
seems like
bag.
it's robbing. Actually, it's a flip.
Yeah, I don't have to get it out now. Okay, I just
Yeah. And that's also hard to do right now because the Golden Tree Tower has been destroyed.
Oh, right.
Alright,
Thanks the word.
No.
Okay.
I head to the forge first.
Alright.
I am you.
I have something. It's not right. Yeah.
See if I wrote down anybody's name. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna wear rats. Forget it. Never happened.
Okay. Regroup something.
No, there's a different group. Instead of war rats, they're
Where whales?
nope.
Well, rats!
Whale rats. Yep. They're whales, but they're like the size of rats, and they
That's so cute!
I mean, it's not just a fish.
no, because they're mammals. They're like tiny little dolphins. No, not that either. Oh, did you draw me a picture? There's a cult of Trespaces.
Spaces. I've
Yeah.
heard that name out.
It's looks like Tiamat. Multi-head dragon. Yep. So it's a lot of dragonborn and people with dragon-like characteristics. They know.
Alright. One way or another, those people are gonna probably.
Okay.
Oh, they're down with the.
Anarchistas.
I don't know where you want about this.
It was out in the living room last I saw it. Did you grab it from the living room? It was by the,
Is it closed? Locked?
no?
What? That's okay.
Yeah, Faye's right here. Oh, the upstairs gate. Gotcha. Let's do, the, probing the mind of the skull. Alright, what, so you want to dig, so, like, you can get surface level thoughts first, right?
Yeah. I submitted. Asked a few times.
Alright, so the surface level thoughts that you get are basically very erratic. And it's a lot of yeah, basically that, and then also like Faye, I can't hear. What are you doing with the can?
I like treating myself. I'll say that I can drink my people and
Okay. And then he also has brief thoughts of the philosophy he's read. And how, based on what he's read, he's bad. That's like the surface level stuff.
It says here, questions verbally directed at Jake. So, even if it can't remember, like, ask it, like, who were you? Thinking.
Okay.
Even if it can't, like, latch on to them,
Yeah.
they're still in there.
Yeah, you'll get like snippets. So, you see a faceless wizard that appears to be very powerful. You see him, that same faceless wizard, sitting at a large chair in front of a long table within a hall. And there's a lot of other like Nordic people, and most of which are dressed in like similar robes to him, all faceless. Then you see the basically construction of a dome. That was the actual the burial ground. Yeah, you see the construction of the dome, and then how they put a bunch of dirt on top of it. Basically, they dug a hole, built the structure, and then covered it. Then you see the same wizard again, except he looks very frail and old, and almost like he shouldn't be alive anymore, but he's still moving around.
I cannot express to you the sheer horror that Hornigland up there feels upon realizing that there are fragments of the person that the skull used to be in there. They thought he was a whole new person.
Then you see
We're learning.
the same figure carving runes into this large stone. And as soon as the last rune is, and behind them you see a handful of similar figures that are like praying and like bowing down and stuff like that. And then as soon as the last rune is carved, you see they all have this rainbow aura pulled from their faces into the the stone, and they all collapse. And then you see that a similar figure, but now that looks like a Draugr, with the blue eyes, just sitting there for what seems like centuries. Yes. And then you briefly see a battle between... Well, you see multiple battles. You were not the first ones to make it to this burial ground, but you were the first ones to make it out alive. You see a handful of adventurers, like a half-elf, a young half-elf with a bow and arrow, a large human man with a large battle axe, a halfling wizard casting spells, and you see them get cut down. Then eventually you guys see yourselves, and yep, before everything goes black again. And then you see Rainbow, and that's it.
Relay that information to, and I guess the skull. I think it's
Oh, you're not entirely a new person. So the first thing to remember, this is important, is that we aren't our urges, we are what we actually do. Whether or not you are bad has yet to be decided.
Everybody thinks about seeing a bunch of people's souls get sucked out. All.
Never too late.
Hey,
Next thing to remember is that you're not entirely this person that you remember having been for a lot of things, and I'm only beginning to realize just how many. But the important thing is that some of the things that you are have yet to be decided. So what do you want to be?
Don't know. Goodness, Yorn needs to go back upstairs and read his book. Because he hasn't finished reading his book yet.
We have 300,000 gold. If we can find a caster, nothing is beyond our grasp.
Oh, you guys don't even know any wizard that could cast that a 9th level spell.
Oh gods.
You would know gods. They could do that. That is true.
just ring up William, right?
Yeah, he could cast that. It's true.
We'll start by asking my patron.
Okay.
And then we'll get halfway through that prayer and realize that, well, Wodan may be a dick, he does seem to have some ideals and principles. While my patron may be controllable to an extent, he doesn't really have those. And might actually just make this worse. And we'll stop.
Okay.
Okay.
Who'll pick you up?
There's a raven following us around now.
Yep.
Do you have Woden's ear?
Yes. Yes.
Could you let him know that I may have fucked up a bit, specifically in a way that is relevant to someone who I think worshipped him at one point, and I may need some help digging my way out of this hole.
You mean Skull?
Yeah.
That's not you.
One of their last memories from their previous life was a rainbow bridge. And in hindsight, the aesthetic of their tomb was very Nordic. I think this might be relevant to Woden's interests.
Yes. They worshipped Odin prior to death. Then, in death, their souls were split. Some stuck around. That's Skull now. Some powered Woden. That is done.
Don't think Woden has any responsibility to remaining intact.
What responsibility you mean?
Yeah, well, fuck you too.
Talking to the Raven right now.
Maybe
Woden can take rest of soul.
What would that do? Wait. I'm a high-level cleric. I know this sort of thing. I should probably know what that does.
Basically, it would just... there is a part of the soul that is being used to power the skull. If that was gone, the skull would not be powered anymore, and it'd just be the skull.
Now to move on to
What do you mean by powers Wodan? What happened to that remnant? What happened to the part that went?
Well, worshippers of Wodan, I have one or two paths. Path 1, become an Iron Ringyar, the berserkers that you've met in Wodan's Hall. Though that is meant for the most devoted followers and the strongest among the followers of Wodan. Those who follow Wodan but lack that strength, they become...
He eats them.
Yes, basically, but with less chewing.
A person spends their whole life pushing to further his goals on this realm, and in death, eats them.
Yes.
battery juice. I mean, what if it comes to your body? You can worms and give me the worms.
See, the gods, they just give and take. You worship gods. This makes them strong. Gods, in return, give boons and favors. They need to...
I start clubbing the raven to death.
As you go to hit the raven, rainbow disappears.
Gods. Gods, Skull, are bad. And you see a moment of shock and terror as for the first time that question occurs to Norniglin.
What question?
What do you think happens to you when you die?
Oh.
having served a daemon this whole time.
Yeah.
Just utter
Oh, hey,
terror.
no! Oh, hey, she's eating straight cheese.
That sounds amazing.
Boy. She's just peeling it off the plate. Oh, rubbing it on the floor.
I don't want it.
Wait until you see what happens when you get sent to the river Styx.
I don't
I wish that they ate you.
know. I can't say I ever asked.
Do you want to know? You're in a Golden Tree library. Or, not a Golden Tree. A, Tardios library. You can...
Hey, go look it up.
All right. It is theorized by many clerics that the souls that are unclaimed, based on the agreement between Luxoth, by who?
Amen. Alan.
No, cleric form.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you are claimed, you would probably just end up becoming a daemon. I don't know if that works that way, actually.
No.
No, you wouldn't. You would actually end up, honestly, probably just going into that daemon's. That daemon would probably just absorb you and increase its own power when you die. Now, if that daemon were to be dead and you wouldn't go to that one, and you were unclaimed instead, your soul would go into the river Styx, where all your memories are wiped away, and you become a lemure. Basically like a little meat dude that would then get fished out by devils and converted into another devil
I'm
to
sorry, you're
fight in the
saying
blood war.
that all people who aren't claimed by someone else get claimed by the devil.
Yes.
That's even worse than actual D&D canon. That's...
You see why so many arcanists drive for immortality.
They're
It's
devil,
all-
or are they just
Yeah.
Lucius
Lucius is the devil.
sucks. But apparently so does everyone.
It's almost like the gods are bad.
You had too much hope. Life, that's why life is got control.
Okay,
It's almost like there's a reason why people try to become liches.
Yeah.
For not to die.
I can fix this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I just need to run a con on enough beings of incredible power, and if I can trick the gods,
No! Get out of my
I
chair!
can fix this.
Ungodly powers.
That sounds
Also
harder.
If you get people to worship you like you're a god,
Ugh. All right. It has been a day. Why are you at the library?
It's just a random person. Random NPC.
I'm assuming that you just came out to talk to us and stumbled over this moment of self-discovery.
That'd be I'm on those
to get the
libraries.
bank because I did tell him that the bank exploded. So can't really
Floki
do
comes in and is like, what's my pin?
It's my pin.
What
It's
is
my
a
routing
pin?
number.
Bank need pen?
I went to bank, and it's just holy ground.
It's ATM with the pilot run. Get it to work.
All right.
I apologize, I made a world that is even worse than D&D canon.
That's impressive. That takes effort.
that unclaimed souls go to
All unclaimed souls go to hell.
So,
Yes, but this hell is worse than that hell.
yeah.
This is,
Oh,
no, it's not great. It's cold and miserable, but it's not Christian hell.
it smells of bacon.
Oh yeah, that's basically where people that aren't good enough go. They become hellwalkers, and then they just get killed every day for fun.
Okay. Okay.
So unclaimed souls become devils to fight in the blood war against the demons.
All of this sucks. I have to fix it.
Try.
And I don't have that kind of power. I need more power.
Not the right solution. You need people to have information. Make better decisions.
I'm not sure that...
Because if there are no ones, then no one's going to hell.
Well, we also just discovered what happens to the claimed ones. And it's frequently not great.
Well, if they're powering
It depends on the god.
Yeah, doesn't really matter. Maybe if that god is doing a lot of good, then it makes that god more powerful, able to do more good, and is that so bad?
Yeah, like if you worship the mother, for instance, you become like a tree, or like
Well,
like
that
animals or
sounds
something.
so much less ethically complicated. I'd love to become a tree.
Or like you become some animal.
That wasn't even an in-character sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she helps grow.
If you worship Luxoth, you become fuel for the sun.
And then the sun burns longer and keeps the earth spinning.
Yep.
That's just Dark Souls!
Is it really?
Yes! That is the entire plot of Dark Souls. At the end of it, you can choose to either begin an age of darkness, or take the place of the person you just murdered to fuel the sun for a little while longer.
Oh, actually, I told you wrong earlier when I said that it was the master that keeps track of, or I said it was the Clockwork King that keeps track of time. It's not. It's actually the master. Different god. My bad.
The antagonist in Doctor Who.
Absolutely.
So that's what he does when he's off camera.
Yeah.
It's why he's so mad.
All right. Let's see. When you worship Luxoth, you become fuel for the sun. When you worship the mother, you become like an animal or like plants or something. If you worship Balar, you basically get to go and just fight forever in Balar's little realm. So it's similar
But
to...
here's the question. If you fight forever in Balar's realm, do you still get back pay?
Probably not.
Then that's not so bad.
If you worship Dyren, she's like a Shadowfell thing, I think, so that's probably not great. Yeah. If you worship Boreal, you become like a dragon, kind of. I don't know, actually, you might just go into him and power him, yeah. Let's see, if you worship Lucius, then yeah, you just become a devil. If you worship Sturm, yeah, you probably end up becoming power for him, so he can do storms and shit. If you worship the Clockwork King, you become a Modron.
What happens if you worship Redmond Ram?
Then he has towers nearby that'll collect your soul and put it back into another human.
Right, I remember now. That I didn't hate that.
Oh no.
Huh?
And if you worship Siren,
Then, I don't know, I don't think any of your followers have died yet.
I think that's up to you.
No, Siren hasn't been around long enough for...
Right, but when it comes up, I
Yeah,
think
when it
that's
does come up, yeah, you get to decide what happened to the soul.
Yay!
In theory, it could become another like little PowerPoint that you get every...
I'm a little angel.
I'm gonna
But
rush over.
not an angel. More like a sexy freedom fighter angel.
I'm going to rush over to the front desk. Excuse me, I just found out what happens when you die. Do you have any literature on how to become a god?
That's in the back.
If I did, I wouldn't fucking answer that, baby.
The change for I like this game.
That was good. That was... I like you just playing as random NPCs sometimes. It's very helpful.
Okay, are we going with that?
Yeah, I love that. That's great.
Oh.
That's a much better response to "it's in the back." I love that.
It's the greater need section.
It shouldn't be. I'm on it right now. Although I'm also signed in as the...
I need to go.
Oh, if you worship Eldath, you become a piece of art in his display room.
I have to fix all of this.
The gods don't even control why. Why people have to. This is nature. Part of the world.
One of the less terrible gods? Oh god!
I don't know. I don't think all people deserve to be like raped to other people's bodies.
So, okay, all the Redmond Rom thing does... So, generally, when a creature is born, a new soul gets created. Redmond Rom circumvents that and says, hey, you got born. Instead of creating a new soul, here was an existing soul with all its memories. Boom. Goes into that body.
Yeah, it's a race. It's
Yes.
like when sperm the one that gets there first.
Yeah, it's like that. So, like,
Oh.
in theory, if there's more people being born than dying, there are still new souls. But there's also old souls.
Also, but who's Redmond Rom or who says people that worship Redmond Rom should be reborn?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, actually. Like, I'm aware that this is on a scale where he's also terrible.
Hey,
He's on my list of
Believe
things
it or
to deal
not,
with.
Redmond Rom, the whole fire tower thing that he has, does not determine, it's not like, oh, you worship Rom, your soul goes there. It's, oh, you died near this tower, your soul goes there. There's been a lot of cases where goblins living nearby have been killed, their souls goes in the tower, and then they're born as a human baby, and they're like, what the fuck? Like,
Goblin brain.
yes,
That sounds awesome.
and then they grow up and they're like, wow. Now, granted, you don't have all your memories immediately, but as you age, you start remembering shit, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. I was a frickin' goblin before?
This makes sense with my childhood.
So I'm just gonna wander out into the street looking dazed and terrified.
Okay. You look a lot like the other denizens of the city. Oh, you want to do your turn now? What do you want to do?
I told you. I was gonna go to the forge people.
Gotcha. You're there.
So I'll go.
They see that you're you, because you guys are regionally known now, and they don't really do
We're the
anything.
regionally known Lost Boys.
Yeah, the regionally known Lost Boys are like, well, I ain't fucking with Floki. He can walk where he wants to walk. So you just walk where you want to walk.
Okay. I find the honcho guy.
Okay.
I have a beard.
Alright, so, it is the same foreman that you dealt with last time you guys came here. He's like, ugh, nice to see you again, Floki. Lots changed since you've been here last.
Like,
Hey, Vidar's not to worry about Vidar not paying us anymore. Guy's fucking dead.
so what happened?
Well, we're standing in them now. Believe it or not, the whole economy's kind of been topsy-turvy, and he also had a lot of orders for stuff. Those orders kind of went away as soon as his tower came down, so we've decided to start reaching out to the community and making sure nobody gets hurt. And it's been going pretty well so far.
As long as they do what you ask.
Well, I mean,
That is typically how governments work, yeah.
Have we come along?
if you want to, sure. Well, you can say it that way if that's what you want to do. We tried to step into a city that we saw was in trouble.
I've been recruited. Try to stop the.
By who? Those freaking Dritzkling fellas? Yeah, they've been beating the shit out of people. Pretty well. Hasn't fixed things yet. Maybe someday.
That is typically how governments work.
Alright, well,
I want to know what you need, what you like, and what's gonna keep your people in peace. Not hurting or causing chaos.
well. Right now, it'd be nice if there's not a lot of commerce going on in the city anymore. Believe it or not, Vidar did have a decent handle on imports and exports and things like that. And a lot of his contacts in Anglonia aren't willing to do business with just. But a lot of the work's dried up. We're still forging some stuff, but we don't have ore coming in, and there's not much people in the town need outside of nails and basic tools, which are honest things to make, but not necessarily bringing in lots of money. Okay.
My character learned enough that
Regionally, yeah. So, like, you can't pull, like, Anglonian contacts, but you can pull contacts you have in, the Nordic Isles, you know what I mean?
City.
Yeah. So, like, so people you've dealt with already. Like, the cities you've been to. You have, like, yeah. Yeah, like, those places you've been. Like, the people there know you and like you.
and what
I mean, Alta was the town that was built on the edge of the mountain. Like, yes, they do have mines there. They also have a lot of dwarves there, so, like, you could be like, hey, like, there's a lot of forges here, so if you wanted to ship stuff there, you could try to make an agreement there, like, talk to the people. Like, if you wanted to pull a contact with, like, that clan, I'm trying to remember what clan that would be.
It's gone.
Let's see. What was the town name again? Alta? Yeah. The Fjallan. Yeah, if you want to talk to, like, the Fjallan clan and be like, hey, would you guys want... There's a bunch of forges here. If you want to start shipping metal here, you could make it into bars, you could make it into whatever, and then you could make an agreement with these people to... That kind of stuff. Like, you could do that.
okay. Now are these all the forges that they now have control of?
And all of them is dead.
Yes, but is that all?
What do
Or
you
is this just a like?
mean? So right now, the Vidar Forge Yard, the guy who owned the Forge Yard is dead, and this foreman is currently occupying.
Yes, are there other forges other than this in this city?
No. I don't think so. I mean, there might be like a specific... Yeah.
Nothing on scale.
Yeah. And there's not much on this scale anywhere. This is like many forges.
No.
Play with that.
Okay, I tell them that.
Alright. I suppose, what does the Driscollin expect from us? Like, what did they send you here to do?
The vibe I got is they just want things to go back to status quo.
Alright, well, I suppose we could make a guild to run this forge yard pretty easily.
I want,
Some investment.
That
personally,
would be very interesting.
I would like to see
Investment.
Forge and those running it. Sometimes you guys work hard, deserve money, or work. All upkeep, all that.
Alright, I think we can make a guild that can run this forge yard and collect dues from those working it. They make money based on what they make, and we can come to some agreements. We'll have to talk with the other guys, but
Legalese and assist.
I'd appreciate that. Alright, yeah, so you guys can help draft a guild. What would that be called? Contract? I don't know.
I guess contract.
The weather's been so lit.
Everyone needs a hobby.
Yeah. Like, oh, go out in a t-shirt? Oh, go out in winter clothes. T-shirt, winter clothes. Yeah, I know.
Get a winter tea.
Alright, so you guys have now converted that group into a blacksmithing guild. Do you want to influence the name of the guild? Alright.
I am amazing at naming things, so
Ashhammer Guild comes to mind.
Just fire.
Well, the reason I say Ashhammer is because they're building something from the ashes of
Norse Widget Conclave.
Norse Widget Con. Ashhammer Conclave, that is it.
He's trying to drink some syrup. Daddy used to do that in middle school.
Then what happened?
Well, I had a bottle of syrup that I kept in my locker because there was a food day at one point and I made Icelandic donuts. And then I left the syrup in my locker and would every now and again drink it in between classes. And then one day I left it slightly open and it got all into my backpack.
Pretty good.
Yep. Ashhammer Conclave. I like that name.
What promise?
There is now a guild called the Ashhammer Conclave.
That's odd.
Anatome. Those are they basically hire mercenaries, but they get sent to the mercenaries in the Prima Islands you guys fought were Anatome. So like they hire people here,
Oh, yeah.
and then they send them to the Prima Islands.
They were like guys.
No, those are they wore blue. They were the ones who guarded like the Prima Trade Company ships.
Alright, I sent word while we're there to have the leader of the guard people in 11 meet me here. Discuss that.
The Dritzklin guy?
Yeah.
Alright.
I informed him about the decision and how them pretty much do their business.
Alright. Yeah, you show him the contract, and he's like, oh, this seems above board to me.
This will probably invest some capital so they can stop getting protection money from the citizens. You know.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
10,000 gold would more than cover that.
In fact, why not double?
You want to give him extra money?
Put a painting of us up.
Yeah, they're like, actually, if you guys ever need anything, get a steep discount. Yeah, the steep discount probably is not going to end up covering that 20k.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You know, it's for the good of the land.
And for a reputation.
Yeah, now we got people that are like, man, who said? He does.
Yeah, and now there's going to be a lot of people who, if they want to become blacksmiths but can't afford their own smith, they can just come here, work it, learn a bunch of
Get,
skills.
like some co-op stuff going on.
I was thinking about hitting
Yeah.
up eventually, like the food market.
It turns out the best way to be thought of as a good person is to do the sort of things a good person would do.
It helps a lot.
Yeah, but you shouldn't really look at it that way if you're a good person.
Ideally, no, but sometimes it's the best you get.
What is your goal rate?
It's kind of like, oh, you should do the right thing.
What
This is
is-
the right thing or not. You should do the right thing because.
Yeah, but sometimes it's the best you get.
Hey, I'll take you again if you want me to pick you up.
You gotta pretend.
Anyway.
I said I'll pick you back up.
Next place I say we head to is the
Locusts?
The Wilderness. Since we actually have been
Yeah,
to.
Yeah.
we can act as messengers from.
Actually, these are the guys that you just helped you raise Aegir. These are those guys.
Now we have to be like,
Is that-
what the fuck you doing, guys?
We come from this city.
No,
This
they're
is like
new.
Second separate cult. Same.
Alright,
No, same people. It's same
Call
cult.
like a separate branch, I guess.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
branch.
Branch would be the right word. Like
walk in,
the dude you fought with is the leader of this group still,
Okay.
walk in, waving in the wind.
and they see you and like, oh hey.
That's about it.
Alright,
Who's the?
who's in charge?
Ho. They're like, all right now, are you?
You know who I am.
Of course, you helped Oho save the god. Oh, well, my name is Nikolai. We saw that there was a lot of heathenry going along in this city, so we came to help.
How?
Crack the heads that eat kraken, protect those that don't.
And the decision on.
Well, we have been seeing a bit of worship of the wrong gods, and that's not great.
You know, I love you. You help me on.
And, can you believe that they're trying to have this arena split between Halbjorn and Baelor? So all we did was say, hey, champion of Baelor, fight our champion. And then he sucked his soul out with a sword. And now, belongs to Wodan.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm wandering around the streets of confusion and terror and not actually here right now.
I want you to think for 1 second. What if a larger, more powerful of Baelor followers came in here, cracking your head, saying you have to believe what they want you to?
I would simply not let them crack my head.
Where's your boss?
What?
Where's your boss?
Fucking Redditors!
He's, back in, oh shoot, what's the town that Oho's from? I forget. Can I see the map real quick? He's back in Fargard.
Oh, that was it.
Look, I'm just gonna lay it out for you. Violence is a very good motivator, except for when it comes to belief. If you want people to come and worship of their own will,
It's a priority for me.
Hey, I don't need them
that's
to
not
worship.
how worship.
Woden
Oh.
gave us weapons that are powerful and that can kill people. If there are people... Hey, the guys who worship Baelor challenged him to a fight. He wanted to fight us. We won. And then Wodan gave us weapons that help us win. We're using them. You're not going after the small folk just because they worship the Lord.
You're not.
No. We've mostly just beat the paste out of some clerics and some paladins and stuff like that.
Like, or were they attacked?
It's mostly happened in the arena.
Keep it to the arena.
We haven't burned any temples yet. But there are some nice temples that we could burn if you wanted to help.
Actually, quite the opposite.
I believe in the right way of doing things. And a lot of what you're doing feel the wrong way. Everything is down the road.
I might get it across to this one.
Yeah, I will say, the Bodenists aren't necessarily, like, they're not attacking people. They're actually not even extorting people.
Well, yeah, first.
So,
Tries.
they're pretty much just putting pressure on the the followers of non-Nordic gods. So, like, they're
General Zone.
they're like defending the Allfather's Hall. They're side-eyeing the Dyran Catacombs and the Baelor Sanctuary and the Temple of Lux and the Mother's Garden and stuff like that. They're
terrible people, but they're not even the worst people in the city.
Give them hell in the arena. Leave the clerics alone. outside. Blow up a building?
Can we just stand outside of the temple and, like, make him feel uncomfortable? Can we do that?
What, like the Baptist church that holds up signs saying God hates dead soldiers?
That's a good idea.
Oh, you can share. Brian. She can have cheese
Share.
too. Faye, don't. No! Don't put two in your mouth at the same time! Eat the one first. Faye! Stop it!
Faith literally just went. And I'm like, what are you doing, baby? She's like, I'm trying to choke.
Having fun.
There are bigger problems to worry about than other people's beliefs. If you don't stop causing issues in the town so that you got all can drive, I will come back here and bust your teeth.
Alright. We'll stick to the arena.
I'll be on.
Come on, yo. Yeah, no, you want to do war.
How big are fish? I need someone's teeth kicked in.
You do that?
Give them some sort of message from that Raven's still falling.
Oh,
Sort
this
of
one's
scared
rat
of
them.
Could do that.
He's putting that finger in the.
I'm trying to think about what I'm saying.
I failed to murder a god's herald, begged a librarian to show me the path to godhood, and wandered off into the street to get hit by a horse or something.
Stand back, stand back.
Wait, did you just do the freaking Donald Trump quote? Stand.
Something like
Oh, what was the quote? Stand back and stand by. Is that what he said?
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
you just have the Raven go and be like, stand back, stand by.
I'm
I'm like,
thinking the
got it,
opposite.
sir.
I'm thinking the opposite vibe. Maybe.
maybe something they'll believe.
When we talk with have like any didn't like ask him about the orphans.
Oh, he was completely fine. You did kind of, Nornivan did kind of talk to him about. He was completely fine with what the Wokens were doing. He actually armed them with weapons that are like soul stealing. So,
Great.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that's
Dad.
standard.
Feels awful.
Honestly, I don't. It's so. The vibe you got from your conversation is that they know that if they burn a temple down, we'll kill them. And they know you're capable of doing so. So they're like, alright, we're not going to burn the temple. Yeah. They're like, we're going to wait till that boat leaves. And until that boat leaves, we ain't not burn no temple down.
And it's 6 level.
Alright, next. Either the anarchistas or the...
Trispace's cult.
No,
I will say, I think the one group that will not be able to be negotiated with is probably the Dragon Cult. Although the Anarchistas also might not be able to be
Are they-
negotiated with.
specifically Alec.
Oh yeah, Trispace's. It's my version of Tiamat. Tiamat is literally like a chaos dragon. She's like basically a demon. Chaos, basically.
He's the archer.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because you're right, Devil, because...
Like a deal with them.
Yeah.
So do we just go in and bust their teeth?
That would probably work. Although, you don't know... So you know that they're operating in the area. They're not, like, walking around in broad daylight kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's more of like a
So we wait for them?
hidden kind of thing.
I cast Augury.
Augury.
Roll a D percentile die, and I have
Oh, wait a minute.
You gotta wait.
89% chance of getting a useful answer, and the question is, where are the dragon cultists?
We don't need that.
Awesome. That's even better.
I just pulled out my freaking.
Oh, where is the leader of the dragon cult? Are you fucking kidding me? That works! Huh?
Hold on.
Yeah, fucking do it.
Augury.
I've used this spell before. I don't know what's.
Augury is more yes or no question.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Doesn't matter.
but
I
Floki
have a
does have the
compass
compass of desire. Can literally just be like, oh, I want to know where this is, and it just points in the direction. Okay, are you going there now?
Are we up for it, or do we want to hit up the anarchistas? Well, I need better detail of what they're doing wrong, but...
Oh, so
Raya.
the anarchista guy basically
Okay.
he specifically has been the one hanging the guards, not the Driscoll guards. He's been hanging the I can't remember what the other guards are called. The City Watch. He's been hanging those guys. The anarchista guy. He also freed everyone in the prison, and he was the one who blew up the towers.
Yeah.
This was the guy you let out of prison.
Well, why? Why
Huh?
did we do that?
For offered money?
Yeah. Showed us the location.
So
Yeah.
we need to fix this.
So-
Set things back.
So he robbed a Golden Tree wagon train. So he robbed that, and then he hid that under ground because he didn't actually want the money. He just didn't want the money to exist with the Golden Tree anymore. And then you freed him. He gave you guys all the money and was like, "Hey, do you guys want to help me blow up some towers?" And you were like, "Nah, we're not about that." And then he went and did it on his own.
While talking to himself, and there were credit card company towers.
One of them was the big
No.
bank.
I mean, there's already a fight club.
Set up our own thing.
So the towers he blew up were the Golden Tree Tower. What? Let's hope that you actually are still very sensitive. You're gonna find out.
Right. So I'm getting the sense that all these fuckers hate each other.
As in,
Not
He's the
like
same thing everyone.
particularly.
I would say, you know what? Give me a history check.
And we've got multiple competing religious factions.
Stop! No! You're getting cheese all over my stuff! Fine, you can touch that. That's
What if we
easier to
pull a
watch.
Fallout 4 and tell every faction that we're on their team, and thus get them all fighting each other?
Well, so far, the,
We are trying to stop the chaos in the city, not create
That
more.
sounds like an afterwards problem.
so far,
No!
the-
That is a now problem!
the one gang has been converted into a guild, and is now all above board. The Wodenists have been told to be slightly less zealous, and are willing to wait until you leave.
Yeah, that's not sufficient.
Yeah.
No, we gotta figure out them. But until...
But if we have them and the dragon people fight it out, then they're both gone. That's peace.
No, because they won't do it. Or else, they'll do it there, in the streets.
I was hoping they would do it in one of their houses. Then we We could blow it up. Put them inside.
Some
We have
gossip about
explosives.
why started showing.
We have enough money to get explosives.
Give me, let's say,
We blow
investigation
up the
check.
anarchists.
Sure.
23. Okay. So if you had went to a specific location, you would have found out that there has always been a trespaces called problem. You guys just didn't ever go to the Boreal Temple to find out. And that would have been a quest to try and root out the Cult of the Many if you had.
The anarchistas are like the bad kind of anarchists, not the good kind, right?
That depends on who you ask.
Give me a history check.
If you ask them,
History?
Yep.
16.
16. You are not the right person to do this history check. Because you can't read. So you would have no idea about this.
assistance.
Yes, please.
Or the one. No. Assistance.
Yeah.
16.
You can use advantage. Because you guys were in the library earlier. Even you want to go back there.
16 still.
16? Okay. So the Anarchistas are basically a super broad group. None of them have the same beliefs.
Makes sense.
Yeah. There was originally a guy named Gabriel, who was the first anarchista that wrote a book. His whole premise was the social contract limits the power of people. He was basically saying that, like, at the dawn of time, the strongest survived, and by being in a constant state of conflict, it basically rose everyone up.
That is not at all what happened.
Okay, this is using D&D logic.
Technically, the
So-
were here chilling out. The gods came. They were more powerful. It's over.
So basically what he's saying is the social contract makes people on the whole weaker because they rely on a few strong people to protect everyone as opposed to everyone trying to protect themselves and raising themselves up. And it's basically the whole point of it is like get rid of social contracts and
Chaos makes strong
yes.
people.
Basically that's the whole vibe
That
of it.
makes a shit life.
Yeah, it does. And it also devolves very quickly because, like, it is still strong people doing what they want, you know what I mean? It's just now they have a book to back it up. That was the original guy. There are a lot of other groups that call themselves anarchistas and stuff. The guy you're dealing with seems specifically like he wants to just root out people at the top. And he's done it pretty well so far.
Alright. Maybe this guy can be reasoned into a social contract. Where we say, okay, now the bad, powerful people are gone. Let's start working on getting the people more power and more as a whole.
Yeah.
Keep it.
Alright. So, you go to the Slumwalk Towers, and at the center of the tower, at the center of the place, you see you see the woman that came to you first to try and free her partner. I believe her name was Rosda, the halfling. And she sees you guys. Let me see. And make sure that was her name. Yeah. She sees you guys and is like, oh, nice to see you lot again. Been a while. What you looking for?
Okay.
Alright, I can take you to Thorbion. Come on. And you guys walk to there is a kind of central area in the towers, and you see sitting cross-legged but like above the ground, you see he's got his two arms like this, and then there's two like spectral arms that are holding him up. on the ground, and he's just kind of like seems to be just relaxing there. Yep. She's like, "Hey Thorbjorn, stop doing whatever the fuck you're doing and talk to these people." He opens his eyes and he goes, "Oh, you lot! I recognize some of you. Been a while." What are you here for?
We were in the neighborhood.
Have heard of all the change that's been around here.
Oh, there's been lots of change. Isn't it beautiful?
It's not quite so good.
Not yet. Although change a lot has been good, left chaos in the wake, I think it's time to glue the pieces back together.
It depends what kind of glue you're talking about. I have noticed there's a lot more wrestling blokes walking around. I haven't done anything to them just yet, but most of the gold blokes are gone. That's
I
nice.
think they would like some of your piece as well. We just came a little bit ago from the woods.
Yeah, I hear they've been doing pretty good for themselves.
We have gotten them to write a contract, which that they formed a guild, now working for themselves, and to help tradesmen and powerers.
Good on them.
I would like to see more of that done in the city. Other trades and groups to help lay the path.
I don't got much of a group. It's basically me and Rosda.
You and Razda blew up the towers?
Yeah. We went. There was a golden tree boat. There were a bunch of dwarves there. They had bombs. They were trying to make one of their citadels in one of these mountains. They need a lot of explosives for that. But the thing is, the dwarf guys, you just punch them a couple times and they're dead, it seems. So I did that. I took all these bombs, put them in the towers, set them all to go off at the same time, and...
13.
Huh?
Being cutting off powerful people. Correct?
Well, not just from their money, also from their lives. That Vidar bloke could barely lift a sword, but he had what? 100 men working underneath him? Not just in the forge yards, but also in the warehouses, in the docks. He said, go, and how many men would move. And for what? He couldn't do anything to them. They just didn't see it. They didn't see they had the power. So, I got rid of Vidar, and all of a sudden, they take it for themselves. Beautiful.
If, hypothetically, a wandering, traumatized cleric had begun asking around as to where one could find the largest explosives available, how long would it take to have been pointed in this person's direction?
Oh, not very long.
Alright, I guess I'm joining you. We're in the same scene now.
Why do you want explosives?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. I will explain it before I do it.
And then look, the golden tree. They had how much money here, flowing, making people do things they didn't want to do every single day, and now it's all gone.
That's right, you know. If it can't be controlled, and it will
Are
never...
you here or are you not here?
I'm here. Like I just said, I've been pointing in this direction and I just walked into the room.
The courtyard.
Yes, I've literally just joined you and heard the last couple moments of conversation. So my voice is speaking up from behind me. Something can't be controlled, and it will never, ever stop. What choice do we have but to get rid of it?
See, I'm a big fan of those who do. I don't want power to be in the hands of those
I honestly don't want that. Anybody's.
I'm not trying to make anyone any. I'm here taking breaths.
Just hovering above the ground. That's what I like to do. I freed all the guys from prison. That freaking gold cloaks put in there. Why'd they put them in there? Who knows? I don't. They're free now.
Nothing. Our push those beneath the ground. But I think it's time that work together towards common goal.
That's right.
We'll have to get rid of those who don't share common goals first.
Shush! Traumatize. Go lay down on the boat.
The things that leveled the towers, do you have any left?
Depends.
Don't give them.
Well, it depends. What do you need it for? What do you give me for it?
And or what'll you do for it? Because I don't really need any. What are you blowing up? That's my real question.
Odin is eating these Northlands alive.
Sure. Technically they're dead when he eats them, but yeah.
His church is spreading. It's enforcing its influence wherever it can reach. It's not just the dead he eats now. It's the entire culture he's sitting within.
So that's what it's.
Coffee. Another one, please.
It's only a matter of time before the knights here start burning down temples. And unless I burn theirs first.
He just got in good because I am not any homes. I actually strongly advise not. Not because those guys
Why
are
stop with the Odinists? Why don't you raise every temple?
Some of them might still be useful to me.
Alright.
Case by case basis, you understand.
In the sewers. I got a lead-lined safe room. It's got a handful of the explosive barrels in it. Be careful with the stuff. It's like fucking nuts. It's not like that dragon powder or whatever. It's not a powder. It's just like clear liquid. It smells kind of like hooch, but whew, it sure explodes like you wouldn't believe. You're welcome to take it if you want to blow up some temple. I don't care.
Thank you. I hope I don't have to blow you up too.
You can try.
I hope not to.
Me too. You know, it doesn't seem like I want to kill you yet.
Yeah, case by case basis. Get to me when you get to me.
Hey. Are you saying that all of this?
Are you? If you have to get to me now, I mean, you have. I've seen the fireballs you make. Might makes right, right?
Oh my god.
I think we're gonna shut you somewhere to get some.
How about I start with the sewers? And I'll start wandering out to find a manhole cover.
Alright.
Walk up the sewers?
No, that's just where the bombs are. It's what we were just told.
Remember the room that had the money in it that you guys went to? That same room has the...
Were you with us when that happened?
I wasn't, but he just told me just now that there are bombs hidden in the sewers. And said I could take some if I wanted.
Hey.
Keep an eye.
You need to plan? How to
Sure is. To be fair, I am not a therapist.
I stop breathing on
Maybe
a
not yet.
person here?
I
Disappointed.
And I start climbing in through a manhole cover. I wanted it to be better than this.
Alright, I think I need to. What's the word?
Hug. Aggressive hugging.
Aggressively hug you.
Hi! Oh! 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 Okay, so a very, very tight hug.
A hug, but like around the neck.
So if you squeeze hard enough, the chest will work too.
No, just you'll feel better when you wake up.
What are you doing? Were you outside?
And I guess I pass out.
Alright.
No. You're not allowed outside right now. What are you doing? I don't even know. Our plan.
Oh, that's
Putting it outside.
they're passed out now.
I got squeezed until I stopped moving, and then I was allowed to breathe again.
Roll for brain damage.
Okay! Where's the dice? There's the
That's
dice.
not long enough for brain.
Oh! I rolled a 2, and my constitution is +0.
You're fine.
That one. Brain dead.
Brain dead, yep.
Come on.
Give me death saving throws.
Oh!
Okay.
well.
Do you have something that can make them longer while we figure this chaos out?
Hey, stop attacking your sister. Get off her!
Anything that would work voluntarily.
Push.
You could buy some orc poison.
What?
Orc poison.
Is that without killing him? Alright. That's enough.
Give me the Dungeon Master's Guide. Because I don't know how much that stuff costs. I'm pretty sure it's a thing.
I would like to get our hands on that explosive. If only to get them out of the hands of what's his face.
Raya, stop chasing things.
Get out of here, Ryan.
Look at that compass.
A torpor. A creature subjected to this poison must succeed on a DC 15 con saving throw or become poisoned for 46 hours. The poison creature is incapacitated.
That one.
There you go.
You're now incapacitated for roll 4d6. That is 600 gold a pop. You can get as much of it as you want.
Hug it up.
20.
Yeah.
20 hours. You are now unconscious for the next 20 hours.
Fair enough.
Hi, baby. You're causing chaos.
Oh, hey, me too. Big mood, kid. Big
Really
mood.
makes it
So, I would say you still have not solved Torbjorn problem.
Yeah, no.
No,
I don't know.
no, because we came up with a more immediate problem.
Exactly.
But we should find this. I got it. So we put them somehow underneath or close by their place of business, where they won't find them.
He just was in the middle of a courtyard where a bunch of the poor people live.
He doesn't have
Not
what? He doesn't have a temple or something.
No, he's just a guy.
It's the
Yes, but
opposite of
he's
that,
an Odinist.
No, who are you talking about? Torbjorn? No, he's just an anarchista. He's just some guy.
No, not.
You're talking about the Wodenists?
Yes, we're talking about the
Are you gonna blow up the Wodenists like
No!
Nordic Isles was gonna?
No!
Pretty please?
No! Say, if we can find a way, a magic word, explosive real. Be like, hey, if these guys blow shit up, you message us and we blow them. You know, like a mutually assured destruction.
Mutually assured destruction is tight.
Alright, so wait. When you say, are you blowing up the All-Father's temple? I feel like...
I feel like maybe we don't blow up temples.
No, we're not blowing them up. We
Or
just tell
even
them that
threaten
if they blow someone else up.
But
Or
okay,
just
but I'm...
say, like, hey, if you blow someone up, they might blow you up.
I think we just remove the explosions from just entirely. But then
I'm unconscious, I can't say. I am unconscious for how many hours?
20 hours.
Nice.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry, Julia.
Don't be, this is fantastic. I have long said that my favorite part of any TTRPG is the consequences of my own actions.
Okay. Hey, Faye, I'll pick you up. Come here. She's like, no, I don't want me.
are we able to find?
Yeah, easily. There are 4 barrels of, what do I want this name to be? It's basically, nitroglycerin, yeah. Or nitro.
Pour those into the disperse, right?
Oil of something.
Oil. Oil of the sun. Oil of Lux.
Oil of the Sun is a very cool word. That's
Just like bright white and then
hot.
Oil of the Lux. So you have 4 barrels of that.
Deluxe oil!
Deluxe oil.
10W40.
I bet dispose of it.
This shit, money.
Already have just explained that money's bad.
Yes, but what I'm trying to say is, like, if you guys tried to buy these barrels, it would stretch your purses. Like, these are expensive. Like, these are, like, just so you know, like, those 4 barrels would be able to blow up enough area underground to make a decent-sized, like, fortress.
So it's like a mere multimillionaire trying to acquire nuclear weapons. We're rich. We're not that rich.
Yeah.
Can I tell this stuff is shock sensitive? Is it like actual nitroglycerin?
Oh yeah, this shit's like
Oh boy.
volatile. Like, don't drop it. Don't touch it with static electricity. Don't. Yeah.
What a way to go!
Don't fire bad.
Fire bad thing. I was thinking they like fabricate metal shells around them. Just scared of having big bombs. I don't want to
Yeah, honestly, it needs to like be a rubbery metal container. You know what I mean? Rubber on the outside, metal, rubber, or actually maybe glass, metal, rubber would be the best. I would think, because glass is non-reactive, metal's strong, rubber is non-conductive. Because I think they're usually transported in glass. Is usually what they're transported in.
Nice.
Where? There's 4 barrels.
That's the question.
Putting in bag of holding.
So.
Oh, I think it's just too big for the bag of holding.
Ooh, put it into your extra dimensional chest.
This isn't very big. How big are these barrels? Barrel size?
Barrels.
Put some bottles up
Not
in my
like
chest.
little barrels.
No.
Can you get a bigger
like,
extra dimensional
Bigger
chest?
than like gallon, like 50
Oh,
gallon
anything
drums
is
or whatever.
possible.
Barrels.
I have access to Denny Point.
Did you get access to Denny Plank?
I'd love to. Can I have just for free?
Yeah, you just leveled up 6 times.
Me, what? Now 8? 14?
Level 14, great.
Yeah, it's a 7 level spell.
Yeah, you killed this squirrel that just happens to give you 100,000 experience.
7 fleet. I need to be level 16.
No, you only get, in fact, you get capped at 14, because that's when the campaign ends.
I do not have an end for the campaign. And my goal is to have it be up to level 20.
Nice.
Those usually don't exist. And I see why, because it's freaking hard.
Yes.
My other campaign is working. I think we just need her.
Every campaign I've ever run to completion ended at level 20. It was exhausting. And so much fun to try and balance encounters.
Absolutely crush everything. Mostly the warp. Yeah, if we can somehow transport these back to our ship, I will spend some time to try to make shock-proof containers.
Okay.
Like fabricate them best as I can.
Tell you what, 1,000 gold, and then give me a intelligence check.
Remember that ship full of fertilizer that exploded a couple of years ago?
Beirut?
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm putting it on the. Should I put it on our boat or the boat we just captured?
I think I was trying to say, should we just like slowly leak it into the ocean?
We should find another. We should find another Kraken.
Still very useful.
Yeah. Some things.
Especially if it-
We should bring it to Isgard.
We have like incredibly
Okay.
powerful artifacts.
How about we fill up like a few small bombs to make
The holy
smaller
hand grenade!
Yeah, you wanna like.
small bombs. And
Yes,
then the
count
rest
to-
gets poured into the ocean.
Count to 3, not 2 unless to count to 3. Not 4, 5 is right out.
We'll keep a couple small bottles left. We're gonna slowly
Yeah, okay,
boat
so we'll
around,
take one
leak into the
barrel,
ocean.
split it into 4 pieces, but like 4 smaller things.
Okay, so four tiny barrels you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking
And then-
smaller. I'm thinking like a wine bottle.
So what I will say is, a Molotov cocktail of this stuff would have an effective radius larger than you are able to throw.
Yeah.
Like those,
Imagine like a mini nuke.
like the
Fallout.
nuclear grenade launchers
Yes.
from Fallout 4
Yeah.
that were actually planned in real
Yeah.
life.
You throw it over a wall.
But then you get hit by the shrapnel from the wall that isn't there anymore.
Unless it's a magical wall.
But also, I
Yeah.
will say it is just like concussive damage. So like, if there's not a bunch of stuff for it to throw at you, you'd probably just be like launched backwards.
Okay, tiny bottles. Let's talk.
We can't. We're gonna have to like spread them out so they don't set each other up. Then that makes them easier to hit. Shot like a cannon
Okay.
or something.
Let's hold
I think we
on to
just-
like 6 beer bottles worth.
You know what might be the safest place to put them? Inside a lead-lined vault hidden in the sewers.
Make our own
Not
light
where we
ball
do
somewhere
it.
else.
Look,
We could shrink it. We could keep enough that I could put it in my secret chest and just have it in the ethereal plane where it's not
I
gonna
got
get
it,
jostled
I got it.
anywhere.
okay. We're gonna put them into like a leather, like, hooded. Not hooded.
Mind skin.
Leather lined, like beer sized bottles.
Okay.
Pour them.
Pouches.
And then I'll put it in my bag holder.
Okay. So why don't we just do glass bottles then? That would be that would
It's
be
not gonna be
better.
much.
Yeah, that'd be a better container than leather.
No, it was gonna be a glass bottle covered leather to help.
Leather on the outside of the bottle.
Yes,
I
leather on
got
the
you.
outside.
I got you.
Make
It's
sure-
like a glass bottle with a koozie.
Yes.
That was funny, Faye? Yeah. Okay.
4 of them, 6 of them. How many we want? Your size bottles.
Let's say 4.
Keep
4.
four, the
Give me
rest is
4 dexterity saving throws.
Oh, Christ. Can I not do this with fabricating?
You gotta pour it.
Oh, shit. Take shit. This doesn't count as water. You can't shape water.
And where are you guys doing this?
Wait, he's assisting me. So,
Yep. Where are you doing this?
out. CM boat.
Okay. And how many of the barrels do you have on the boat?
Explode.
I mean, does it matter at this point if, like, even one of those barrels?
You have to have at least 1 barrel, and honestly, that is enough to fuck your boat.
So then all 4.
Okay.
It's like the track suit. I've got like
Alright, so.
nice
Assistant.
flyers.
Yep.
Hey, what is your,
Dex is pretty good.
dex? What's your dex?
So the good news is that the Drac suit would probably survive if it went off,
Yeah,
and
maybe.
the bad news
I
is
would-
that you would be jelly inside of
Wait,
it.
where's that sleight of hand?
Just pour Devin out of the suit.
There's just a boom, and then just blood.
Alright. So, roll a
That's
9.
horrible.
Is that how it goes?
Sure.
What?
You have a plus.
No. I have
So the way assistance works is you either roll with advantage or you both roll. That's the way.
Help me. Slightly better.
Yeah, if you assist him and he has a better bonus, that might be a better
Alright,
idea.
nice.
Shit. Holy shit. I got 2 not once.
What?
Oh man.
Damn it!
Can we get some godly inspiration in this shit? Oh, good!
Does anyone have actually? Does anyone have any points of inspiration that they've been holding on to?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh my
It's not
god.
that we're verbally.
Oh.
See a shot from the shore.
So yeah, you see Devin like in his suit and he just goes just like
That's not how you do a barrel. You, like, hold fucking crap out or something.
Wow. I've never had such bad luck in my life.
He, like, just,
No.
like, part of his
no,
rubber,
he
just,
takes
like,
out a bottle.
Yeah.
He takes out a bottle. And he's like, "I got this, guys." Picks up the entire jug.
No. He's metal, and he didn't ground himself.
Oh yeah, that's probably.
He's like, "I got this, guys." As he reaches, you just see a little shock.
Ow!
You got so
Hurt!
Nordic Isles is unconscious on your guys' original boat. This is the Kalanthri boat. Yeah, the Kalanthri boat.
Just die?
You guys see
Is this a deck save?
You guys see Ilya.
No, this is definitely
Ilya laying
Constitution.
down on the boat, and you see out on the distance of the horizon a small ship, and then suddenly you just see a huge flash of white before a shock wave of water comes out, and you just hear boom, and fuck.
Damage on this bad boy.
More than our lives?
And you
If I
both,
save, I might
and
not instantly die.
you both wake up in his cart.
God damn it!
No roll!
That's over 200 damage.
You guys are fucking dead. Like the amount of
I
damage,
should have drank some Shuma beforehand!
you'd be dead.
I have 120 hit.
This does. I describe this as a barrel. 4 barrels of this could make a small fortress underground. Could destroy so much rock underground that you could just build shit in the opening space. And you just blew up 4 barrels of it, standing nearby. Like,
This is like those lakes the Soviet Union made in seconds.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have rolled.
Yeah, probably. Usually, hey, to be fair, usually I'm a pretty good roller.
So, well, what does
So
what
the
does the
consequence of
tsunami
all
do to the neighboring city?
it's not too bad. So it's basically just a big wave. It's not like, it doesn't do damage.
Right,
or
because a
anything.
nuke above the surface causes a much smaller tsunami than a nuke immediately
Yes.
below the surface would. I'm so glad you didn't put it under the water line.
But so that happens,
Yeah.
you guys both wake up in Isgard, and Halbjorn is just sitting at the edge of the table and goes, ah! Like, he's fucking like, yes. He's like,
That ship has disintegrated.
Hey, buddy.
There isn't even shrapnel.
What happened?
he's like,
Did I mess up?
he's like, that was great. Oh my god. You guys fucking. And he goes, all right. I have not laughed like that in so long. You guys get
Oh my god.
a free one. That was
Good game.
He's
I
like,
D&D.
Yeah.
he's like, man, that was some shit. Oh, I'm pretty sure I saw that from here. Like, you could look at the planet and it just made it. Like, oh my god.
I'm sure.
Whew. Whew. All right. Well. All right. You guys are good.
Love you.
You get one. Like. Oh.
We've said we left most of our important stuff
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
in the
I'd
ocean.
say.
I think I would have just taken the suit and myself. Just
Yeah.
like, and the barrel.
Yeah, I would say
Darkness.
sure. All your guys' wealth and
Okay.
shit. You guys kept that. Your
Might
suit.
have to dredge
You have to
up
get your suit.
from the bottom of the ocean, probably.
Yes,
I
but
can get that.
It wasn't hypothetical.
Although it might have got
all your magic items are all that you would like carry would,
Yeah.
in theory, still be intact and just at the bottom of the ocean.
Okay, wait. So where
It
were-
wasn't a hypothetical. It did, in fact, just have you
Yeah.
seeping out the bottom of your
Let's
suit.
back into our other boat.
I imagine imagine I was like standing in front of the barrel, goes off, and then the drag chute just shoots off like a fucking bullet, like 30 kilometers in the other
Yeah, you
direction.
guys just see the Draxu like hurtling through the air
To the little Team Rocket.
With, like-
Who knows where that landed? We're
With,
gonna
like-
have to scribe for it.
with like gnome just pouring out the sides.
And the compass
Get the
side.
compass.
And we'll go find it.
Floki just has all of Floki's crazy magic weapons are just shrapnel. They're still intact, but they're just like flying off. Yeah.
Two now.
So,
Yep. You guys get Rainbow Bridge to back into your other ship.
So we have done it.
That's one barrel down.
And you guys
No,
Rainbow
no,
Bridge
that's
back
all
onto the ship.
4
That was
barrels.
that was all 4 barrels.
Okay, good.
That's why it was that big of an explosion. You guys Rainbow Bridge back onto your original ship. You see Nordic Isles' passed out body with a slight smirk.
Dreaming about bombs.
Yep. You see dead fish just floating nearby.
Hey, we can cook these boys up and we're good for like a week.
You see all of the windows in any building nearby is shattered. And like, well, actually, I shouldn't say that because literally this stuff just detonated nearby anyways to
Yeah.
take the towers down. So that would. Yes.
They just replaced all the windows.
Oh, the windows that had just been replaced are shattered yet again.
The
At least
the glassmakers are having a great day.
You see some guy who just looks like he replaces windows and he's just like,
He just finished the last part. Just put the. And It shatters right in front of him.
And that would be exasperating, but he also lives under capitalism, so he knows that it's set him for life.
Same
It's
old shit
another 5
again.
weeks of work.
Walking down the avenue.
Jesus.
Weeks will be through.
You see some guy at the dock, like, did you just see that? I swear, it was like the sun. It was like Lux, just on the water. Some guy's like, you're full of shit. No way that happened again. Good. Oh, did you bonk your head a little bit? You're okay.
Alright. So. Hey, the boss is no longer there.
Yeah, let's
That's
let me
enough.
cross that off the to-do list.
We're not
There
dead,
we
Dad.
go.
Died, but we're good. So, wanna try? I
The
get my
DC
cap.
was 5.
I get my cap of water breathing, and I go out swimming and try and get all our shit through the next. I don't know what. 16 hours left.
What do you think the damage number would?
We're going to be
It's
pissed.
talking like 500, 600, somewhere around.
More than that.
Okay.
Like an amount of like an incomprehensible amount of damage. Honestly,
Especially
like
standing literally right in front of him.
I am happy you guys don't have those anymore. Because come to think of it, had you used that on like the Titan, for instance, you could have killed a Titan with that.
I had
The
more
one
important
time you give us
targets.
something super powerful, it
More
ends up in our
important than the
face.
Titan.
Sweet dessert.
Your priorities are seriously messed up.
Oh, like here's something. If Aegir had been there, like standing next to you guys, also would have been dead.
Again!
Yeah, well, now granted, he would have just rematerialized in Asgard, like you guys did. But yeah, he would have been vaporized.
I was hoping to bring these into Isgir.
That would have.
Yeah, if you kill a god in there.
They
Yeah,
die.
They die.
Yeah. Yeah, he would have made those detonate on the Rainbow Bridge up.
Ooh!
The thing about gods, they can see shit. And
So we row out into the middle of the ocean.
get all your shit back. Yep.
Dredge up the suit. It's like angled scrap at this point. Sort of.
It's pretty magical, so it's still.
Maybe like, oh, you know what probably happened? The shockwave just flattened it into like a sheet of paper, and I just got squished inside of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you
And it
find
sorted
your
out like
other
a
body?
flag.
Did you
Oh.
look at yourself?
He was.
Jesus.
I already described as the Strax suit was flying, like just the remnants of Ray just like came out of the outside. Yeah. Floki's dust. like
A shadow of ashes that fall?
yeah, like it went off and you just see like Floki's skeleton briefly before it like just blows as a powder. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going.
Alright.
Back and get my shit. Back and get shit. Go back and get puffed.
First time I've had player characters die.
Really?
First time I.
Oh, like it
had-
counts when they're resurrected in within 5 minutes. It counts a little.
We got it. God. Like,
Deserves to count.
that's why you worship God.
I don't even know. I don't know. I've lost my mind.
Pants shit.
The new road.
That was your one.
Yeah.
It really sucks that was the situation that we had to use this.
Hey, for the brothers.
So that was
When
worse
we
than I
finally do
pulled
die,
the
how
card
Baron
from
will
the deck
just-
of anything.
Oh, that was
Every
bad.
once in a while drunk, be like, hey, remember that time that you blew up?
Remember when we died? That was great. Died because of frickin' static electricity.
Alright, so we get our stuff back?
Sure, yeah. It'll take, I would say, Nordivan's awake. by the time you guys get back.
Alright, now we have to figure out what we actually are doing. Goodness.
Loadedness. My guys aren't white supremacists.
Asterisk.
There are different kinds of supremacists. But if your god's real, is it still the same if you're a supremacist of your god?
I mean, everyone thinks their god is real, so yeah.
I don't think that's true. I think there's plenty of people who just...
There are
Yes,
true
that's
believers
excuse.
among them.
Eh, probably.
Everyone wants to be.
No, you're right. The difference between religion and cult. In a cult, there's a guy at the top who knows it's all a big sham. In a religion, that guy's dead.
Anyway. So. We decide what to do with the wilderness now, or do we go visit Dragon?
I don't know.
I think we
I'm trying
should
to
make it a larger picture, and
Yeah.
we might gain that by talking to the dragon.
talking to. As if they want to be talked to.
Well, they're not operating in the... Like... What? Yeah. No, yeah, it's more of like, at night, there's like... There's signs of like, worship going on, so like, you'll see that like a building has been taken over, and like, there was cult activity, and like, some ritual that took place inside, but no one's still there, if that makes
Yeah, we have
sense.
to get compass.
Oh, yeah, okay, you can make it... yeah.
The drag armor hit escape velocity. Is
No.
it somewhere off planet?
No, it's not. It wasn't that bad.
It's like that one man.
Yeah, the manhole,
Like the manhole
the
cover?
first manhole cover.
Because that's a thing that can happen with nukes.
Yeah, so this isn't a nuke. This is like nitroglycerin. So this is bad stuff, but not
Yeah.
like...
So I was to the side of it, so it was when it
Or
Yeah.
like fireball.
Yeah, it was like... It was this way, not straight up. But,
got a lot more air than probably.
oh yeah. You went over the aisle and just landed over here somewhere. No, I don't think that's
Yeah.
true.
Probably good.
Oh yeah, like, it took you guys a while to get all your shit
I
back.
have been informed that it wasn't nukes, it was just an obscene amount of nitroglycerin, so the armor didn't escape the planet, just the continent.
Shit. It was nitroglycerin that you guys had. But the drag suit is also heavier than a manhole cover, and it's magic.
That was...
It's got like a
that
gravity-
manhole cover was multiple tons.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It was meant to hold down a nuclear test. It didn't work, but it was designed to.
Well...
I imagine what that would probably like.
Humans play with some cool
Got
forces
flat.
these days.
Then the horse like turned it into a ball, and it just went off, skidded on the water, and probably slammed under. Slowed down pretty quick.
Yeah, either
Quite
way,
the thing to see.
yeah, you guys got it back. Repaired it.
Rolled it.
Yep. Where'd
Final
the
score.
What, all in
remnants
20
of-
hours?
No, you were up before then. So if you got something you want to do...
So you don't have to worry about your.
Why you got your brother's underwear? What's that? What is it? Bring him here. That a pretzel bite? Yeah, it's a pretzel bite. You can have that. Eat it. Oh, careful. So Nordic, if there is anything you would like to do... Yeah, that's just a pretzel bite.
I got a suggestion from a friend. Somebody somewhere just got a providential set of lightly used adamantine armor from the sky.
Just lands in their house. Just fucking...
This is mine now.
Wow.
Some like mermaid side. Sinks down.
I'll ask the Anarchistas if that was their only secret lead-lined compartment full of nitroglycerin.
Sadly, it was. The rest of the nitroglycerin was used to bring the towers down.
Do you know how to make more?
Oh, I stole it.
Who from?
The golden tree. Climb.
Are any of them still alive?
Well, the ones in this town are dead.
Yes, there's still plenty of them alive. They're the ones who run the main bank.
Did they write anything down?
I mean, any paper they had in that tower's long gone.
Nah.
Also, I don't think they're the ones who made it. I think they just bought it. They're money people. They're money dwarves. You know what I mean?
That's mildly racist.
They're dwarves, and they deal with money. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, chicken. So just out of context, a podcast I listened to a while back from a Jewish fantasy author whose take was, look, Tolkien, I know you very clearly love us a lot. This came from a place of love, not hate, but you can't just take my people and slot them wholesale into your fantasy world.
It's not all dwarves. It's like one family.
It was.
Huh?
It was.
Oh, I was saying in my world.
Ah, okay. Oh, God. Oh.
The golden tree. They're the banking dwarves. It's a clan that's based around money.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, what?
That was, in
Oh,
fact,
sorry.
all of the nitroglycerin that he had. So finding more is going to be hard.
All good.
And now it's racist that I have a dwarf banking clan.
It is a bit. It is a bit. This is just...
Why?
Oh, because our current understanding of dwarves came from when Tolkien explicitly made all of his dwarves Jewish, because he fought alongside Jewish people in World War I and thought they were awesome.
I thought they were goblins.
You're thinking of, Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
Oh,
But yes, she made goblins. Which is I
bit
think
worse.
more
a bit worse.
yeah.
Both racist, but one of them's worse. It's a gradient.
Yeah, okay, I would say both are, yeah.
One of them is cruel,
Yes.
and the other one was just, foolish but well-intentioned.
Okay, I'm gonna stand by mine, because all dwarves are not money people. It's literally just a single clan of dwarves that have made banking their thing, and they're the ones who standardized the currency of Anglonia. That's the reason why Anglonia, you can have a gold piece that's worth the same no matter what kingdom you're in, because the golden tree has
I also
Spread
don't
out.
think, like,
Good for them.
being good with money is a bad thing. Like, I feel like racist taking the money.
I don't know, because Jews have the whole good with money thing. you know?
Yeah, I don't think that's bad about it.
Yeah, but people use
it's
it to be like,
weaponized.
yes, yeah.
It's
But
weaponized.
why? How?
Because people are dicks.
Yeah,
Well, that's just because people are dicks. I don't think that's because...
Well, what I'm trying to, I think it stems from, like, people using it to weaponize, you know?
If Jewish groups are good with money, good on them.
Well, yeah, but so the problem is, like, you shouldn't stereotype any group. Like, you shouldn't say, like, oh, you're Jewish, you must be good with money, you know what I mean? Like,
No.
In the same way that the whole model minority Asians are good at math thing is still kind of essentializing them into one trope, which just doesn't encapsulate the fullness of humanity.
I would say, yes, stereotyping anyone into actually knowing them bad, but I would also say stereotype is made based on...
sometimes.
Sometimes. Other times it's just the blood libel again. Like the one village preacher that's insisted all his life that Jewish people were being babies, and then that became a thing that has lasted to this day as a thing that people claim people do.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, it did blood libel. It was a whole thing, particularly in Nazi Germany, but it's resurfacing.
No, but I have heard of it.
That's
like sucking off the.
Yeah, well,
side
that's.
of your mouth.
I didn't want to have that be on the YouTube video. I was also thinking of that.
It's gross.
It is gross, but yeah, plenty of
not a thing I've heard of.
that. Well, yeah, there's a video I've seen, but that I don't think is specific to Judaism. That's just organized religion broadly. I think is fucking weird. Anyways, my dwarves aren't all money people. It's just the one clan. I don't think that's racist.
I've heard an uncomfortable number of people insist they're fine with Jewish people, just not the Rockefellers, and they still sound racist.
Okay. Oh, fuck. That could be the thing. Damn.
Might have just been started by dwarves. Like, other people still work there, right? Is it just a family business?
It's a family business.
Okay.
Yeah, they are.
I know, that was a question.
Oh, yes, they are. Yeah, or like, people were like, oh, I don't hate all Jews, but what's the one guy's name that gets brought up all the time? Still alive, still does things. He's like George Soros.
I am.
Good.
I think that anyone, any religion, I'm sure.
Yes. What happens next?
Okay.
Play D&D.
Yes. Agreed.
We're gonna talk about Jesus.
Yes. This video wasn't monetized, but it will never be based on this little chunk. Alright. So, Nordicland.
That's me.
You did find out that there is, in fact, all of the nitroglycerin, or the, what was it called, the oil of Lux, has been detonated off the coast of the town. And your buddies are not back yet. You wake up on a boat.
Oh.
Your ears are ringing still. Not sure why.
Have they like calmed down at all during this? And, like roll.
Okay.
Have you, Nordic, calm down?
I came to a decision about the world. I got choked out by my friends who then stole the bombs I just bought
What's asleep?
and blew themselves up with it, and now these friends that I have very complicated feelings about suddenly are also dead. I am alone in the world, except for you, my skull friend. Well,
I've been watching you sleep.
I'm very flattered. Let's go burn down a church.
Yes. Alright. Which one do you want to burn down?
Actually, you know what? That sounds like too much work. Let's go find those dragon people and have them fight the, I'm going to go find those dragon people and try to get them to fight the, Odin people.
Why
And
are
thus
you
take
so
care of
chaotic?
both of the problems at the same time. The ends justify the means!
No! You don't even plan things, you just do shit! And it's a problem!
Alright, how are you going to try and find...
Because in the aftermath, either of those problems will still be problems.
No! Or bigger problem.
And we'll deal with those when we get
Like the
there.
never-ending loop.
How are you going to find the...
War's
all
end when
of
one
those
team
spaces.
wins.
When we go deal with the lizard people, what we go through?
They're dragon
They're not
people,
coming.
thank you very much.
Dragon. They're not invited.
They're
got
really
both?
constituted
Can I have that?
first, so-
And you probably ought to find me first, because I think you're dead.
I think his mother's that way, then they can't follow.
Oh my goodness.
We'll find them afterwards.
I
Alright.
don't like all this splitting the party stuff.
They're too chaotic. They're creating problems.
To be fair,
I'm
this one
getting
was
rid
not
of problems.
intentional.
Wars end when one team wins. Or
They're
when
too
both teams
chaotic.
lose.
You are
Says the
acting like
person
an
that just
individual,
fucking
not
got
like a
vaporized.
player.
Well, I don't know what you want.
Stop being an individual.
I thought I got that back.
Wow!
That was the funniest thing I've ever heard an anarchist say.
You're team!
I don't know if she crouched herself as the name of this.
It was so funny! Oh,
It was pretty funny, I admit.
okay.
But I understand the sentiment because this is a game of D&D.
If you find me,
Hey! God dang it.
you'll note that I didn't particularly struggle while I was being choked out. If you find me and talk me down again, I'm sure this is fine. But you will still have to do that.
After we deal with...
In the meantime, I'm gonna go find the dragon people.
They don't know where...
How do you find the dragon people?
We know how.
I advertise myself as an incredibly powerful wizard with a demi-lich familiar and say that I want to help the dragon people as I once served the black dragon whose name I forgot.
Oh. Interesting. Give
I
me
love
a
having
persuasion roll.
I love having put expertise into persuasion.
We walk directly towards the dragon.
How long does it take to be reconstituted?
I'd say that happened pretty quick. Getting your guys' shit, that would take a while. But you guys did get reconstituted immediately after.
Yes.
So, and then you went and found your stuff.
They had 20 hours, several hours. They like had
So,
4 hours.
23.
20. Alright.
I have plus 10 to persuasion.
That does help. Fade, my dice are too small. You'll put them in your mouth.
But I probably took
No,
out
no.
at least 12 of those hours getting our shit.
So I will say you guys are working relatively in tandem. And you're just going straight to the dragon people. Nordic is trying to find the dragon people by advertising themselves as badass motherfucker. Stop trying to put it in your mouth.
As I said in my backstory, my go-to has always been to join some group that seems powerful, steal all their secrets, and then skedaddle. Am I a bad person?
It's debatable.
Probably. But what adventure is it?
I try to have good ones. That's why I was trying to free them.
Thank you. Alright. So you persuade yourself like that, and then as you are... Oh man. Goodness. As you are at a table in an inn and or bar, a note gets passed to you on the underside of your cup. Hey, you're making me sneeze.
You allergic to our baby?
I'm allergic to babies.
I read it in the hopes that it doesn't just say, I prepared explosive runes today.
So, the note says, follow, go to the sewers, follow the symbol of Trispaces, and it shows basically some, the symbol of the god Trispaces. And you imagine that if you were to go into the sewers and looked for a specific symbol, you might be able to...
DM, I do that.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. We'll see how long this takes.
How things work when you have a character that has high but they're being played by a person who has very low charisma.
Thank you.
How does that work?
Then I usually don't make you say what you say. I will.
Just roll.
Yeah, you roll and then I tell you what you said.
Alright, I've completely forgotten what I'm doing. Could you please tell me what I'm rolling for again?
Investigation. You
Investigation.
are currently trying to see if you, when down in the sewers, you can find some symbols to go to the
Nat 1 plus 2.
at 1 plus 2. So, you are down in the tunnels, kind of just scraping the walls to see, there's a lot of goop on it, and you're not sure what the goop is, but you keep trying to scrape it off to see if you can see symbols anywhere, and then after you're down there for a few hours, you see Floki and Ray wandering by you, and Floki is looking at his compass.
Oh,
Keep an eye.
I'm being haunted now. This might as well happen. Hello, ghosts of the fallen. Have you come to torment me? Am I covered in mud, having waded through the sewers for an
It's
But
mud, yes.
I go up to them.
Look, Jesus. Come on.
Give me a shake them off.
You're not a ghost, are you?
No, not dead yet.
I live, bitch!
Albion seemed to really like that stuff.
I see. This is internally consistent. You seek a long-term peace through short-term peace. So when faced with the explosives, you set them on the ship, set it to sail, and set a wick to go off while you were safely at harbor.
Yeah. But
Yeah, we'll
a
go.
piece of shrapnel.
Brilliant!
Piece of shrapnel got something.
Brilliant! You've never died at all! And we hug the person who's just bitch slapped us.
Alright.
Sure, let's go for
You don't cause a problem.
The better time.
Oh, always! I'm here to solve things.
Without chaos.
Well, a little short to... You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs, and luckily, these eggs are full of terrible
Your
people.
philosophies have lots of holes. Lots and lots of Swiss cheese.
Who's the Swiss?
Where's Swiss?
What is Swiss cheese here called? It's Elven cheese.
Oh, it's still called Swiss cheese, it's just from another dimension.
Comes from the astral plane.
Swiss is an old halfling word.
We didn't do anything that I thought That is the question. Oh yeah, it 100% picks up the blender. Nice. She's making herself a milkshake because
These are the destabilizing elements in this city. If we remove them, the city calms.
It's the
Well-
cult of species.
spaces.
What were you going to do when you met them? Ask them politely to stop.
Called communication. Discussions.
Is that the name of your axe? Communication.
Beep 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 beep. This axe here, persuasion. This one, intimidation.
Yes, we were going to find this cult and try to deal with them. Did you have any plans for anything here?
I was going to convince them to battle with another cult until neither of them existed anymore, and if one side survived but weakened, I was going to subdue them.
What were you gonna tell them?
Same thing, but opposite. I tell them that this is a threat to them, and I encourage them. I tell both sides I'm going to help them, and I do.
You didn't clean the thing before using it again?
Oh, I just ruined. I added way too much peppermint extract. Oh my god.
So clearly, the answer is to make another milkshake with no peppermint extract, and then add that to a container with the first milkshake.
Half and half.
What if just all the ice cream?
Has all the coffee you've made me also had alcohol in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you getting slammed and just finding out?
No, I've been there for a while, and
Nice.
I keep drinking things, and then only some of it's water, and I'm like,
I think our plan was other dragons, I guess. instead of like all the parts. So I don't know if we can convince them.
That seems inefficient.
Yes.
If that way you still have the one cult left over. And you've done a whole lot more work and used a whole lot more resources getting rid of this one.
Seem to forget that we have a bigger problem with the Titan. That.
Yes, why are we still here?
Something cool.
I mean, we can always come back.
We caused part of this problem.
Oh. Oh! Guilt! I get it now!
There aren't enough. We need more players.
What?
I said also there aren't enough people here to deal with the other call. More players to show up.
Yeah.
Also, I was trying to prep to start back 2, and then I didn't get to finish prepping at the time, so I decided to let you guys just do whatever the hell you wanted.
Thanks for that.
And then here we are.
We're very good at this.
For a while, I was like, oh, I'll have them fall through a Feywild portal and deal with that, and then this has been more fun.
Which
So,
planet is the Feywild?
Feywild is not a separate planet. It is basically a separate... It shares... So the Shadowfell and the Feywild both share the same space as the material plane, except it's like an alternate reality almost
Okay,
that
so,
exists at the same time.
so all of your other planes are just planets, except these two, which are actual other planes.
Yes.
Yes, so much.
Faye's like, I like excessive peppermint. Faye's like, I just now started getting doughy and I love it.
Dow says, I'm glad you didn't use their ship.
Yep. Dow's ship is still intact.
Mace's character says, I'm glad you didn't use their ship.
Yeah, I will say, I was like, oh, what am I going to do with them having a Kalanthri warship? But now I don't think about it.
You weren't kidding.
It's gone.
Well, that's the unlucky.
It's hard to enjoy.
A double natural one is...
One in
Most
400
important
chance.
possible check I could have made today.
1 in 400 chance!
Yeah, that's impressive. It is. I was very impressed.
I've rolled 2 nat ones before. It's not uncommon. You plays for dumb shit, not this.
Yeah. Yeah, that was wild.
You're going to have to make a second milkshake and
There's
mix
no
them
more
together.
ice cream.
Oh god.
This was all the ice cream.
Do you have any milk?
Yes. But I've also tried that before, and it's just not diluting it at all.
Oh.
Alright.
Use all the milk you have.
Well,
This milkshake must be salvaged.
alright, so I suppose next session we can try and handle the cult. Because I don't think we're going to be able to do any... If we're going to do talking, we can do that this session, but we only got like 20 minutes left. So, definitely no combat.
Let's try the talking. And
Yeah.
I will smile and sway in the background and let these people do the talking. And if it doesn't work, we switch to plan B.
Alright. Well, if you keep following your, thing, you will, if you keep following your compass, you will eventually find, the pathways basically exist through the sewers, and then every now and again, there is a, basically you go through the sewers for a while. After going through the sewers for a while, you see a, secret, like a small tunnel that is basically pretty well hidden. It's grated off, but after looking at it for a while, you see that the grate isn't actually attached to anything. And it's not something that was original. It looks like someone tried to basically dug a tunnel into the sewers and then added their own grate to basically try and hide it. It's a small tunnel you basically have to crawl through, leading to a ladder. You climb up the ladder, and you are now in a basement underneath one of these buildings. As soon as you climb up, you see at the one end of the room is a shrine dedicated to Trispaces. There are a handful of cultists in the room as well. One at the center. They all are pretty much looking at you because they heard you climbing up the ladder. And they do not recognize you. So, what do you say?
They
They
might,
don't know us.
they might recognize
I
me.
mean, you know what? They actually recognize all of you.
We are the locally known lost
Yeah, they are.
boys.
You are regionally known. Yeah. So, they're like, "Why are you here?"
I was invited.
This is true, but you brought.
Oh no, I ran
Others.
into them on the way. I thought they were dead.
It's a long story.
They want to tell you things.
We've come. Safe now. Coming.
Got here.
Learn more of your ways. Protecting the city as a whole.
Once again, what are they doing that's problematic?
They've been doing a lot of rituals and
What's wrong with
sacrificing people.
Oh, sir. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not sacrifice people. That's not like sacrifice to your god, then you guys should have them yourselves.
But a soul. But then that, if I die, Spaces gets my soul no matter what. I kill others in sacrifice. Their souls would not usually go to Spaces. Depends on the ritual. Depends on the ritual.
Roll dice.
In order to
29.
what?
They do. How many rituals are available that would pull this off?
Oh, tons.
Oh no, they absolutely can. They definitely do.
Yeah, there are.
Cheerfully speak up from the background.
There is a lot of crazy things people can do to basically misdirect souls and have them go somewhere else. Faye, stay out of there! Hey, Mommy, can you get Faye? She's messing with the Lomi. And also, every time they do a ritual, it also increases Trispaces' power, so that is another thing Trispaces wants done, basically. The rituals don't always need to involve human sacrifice. The ones that involve human sacrifice are more powerful. Not necessarily human sacrifice. Sentient sacrifice, pretty much.
I used to think it was just their sort of people who did that sort of thing, but no, it's very common. A winner takes all, dog eat all, dog world, you know.
Would there not be a way to convince you to do more peaceful
Peaceful sacrifices.
ceremonies to empower your
Trispaces wants blood, so we give it to her.
god?
I mean, we kill goats too, but it's not as cool.
It's also not as problematic.
I don't think problematics really are
Problematic.
issue.
There are dragons.
Believe it or not, I don't wake up every day and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm worshipping this dragon chaos god.
Yeah, it's really politically incorrect.
Yeah, this is bad. Maybe I shouldn't do that. No,
Okay. Dragons are not. You said no race is naturally
dragons are evil in the sense that they care about themselves. At least the metallic ones.
Is it because you're father?
Dying really took a toll on Forky's.
My father was also in the cult of Trispaces. Raised me from birth above Trispaces. He taught me how to kill. He was
that
there.
good enough for him?
Always. When he died, he looked at me and said, "Son, someday you'll be better than I ever was."
Someday.
he ever take you to see a parade?
He did, and he was like, "You see all these gods? They're nothing to you." I didn't actually know the lyrics. I'm too drunk right now to play off the joke. I wanted to. My father was a great
I'll
man.
leave you, Phantom, to lead you in this joy.
This whole session is devolved completely after that.
Faye wants some milkshake.
Honey, to taste this.
I want to see what face she makes. I didn't even get to drink any of it, and I tasted peppermint. I like put my lips to the straw, and like the air was like, "Oh, peppermint." Hey Faye, what's up?
Yeah, I feel like I just like.
She looked at me like,
Why did you do that?
It tastes like mouthwash.
Why did you give it?
That's exactly right.
Practically.
"That good?" I gave her some, and she was like,
Oh, Ilya. Would you like some of this? Here.
Yes.
she was not mad. She was just like, "Why would you give me this?"
I don't like this. Okay. Where were we?
You were having a heart-to-heart with the cult leader.
And
About how he actually
they're
had a-
well-adjusted but still evil.
Yeah.
I don't think that happened.
It does. It's tragic.
Yeah, his dad was a loving dad and also a bad guy. Hey, it happens.
Did your dad put this god above you?
I don't know. You think there weren't Nazis that were, like, decent to their children? I mean, there were.
People have a tendency to categorize enemy versus ally and be good to their tribe and not to anyone else. And sometimes that tribe is very small.
Did you actually drink in it? Wow. Oh my gosh.
She's getting better. Strong.
Yeah, I was impressed.
Strong.
Yeah.
There's a lot of displacement going on.
Yeah, so now you've seen that the cult leader had a good relationship with his father, and they're both evil.
Well, gotta say I didn't try.
Okay, that was you trying? Did your dad hate you?
Well, I tried to say, like, hey, can you do less bad things?
Did you know that Plan B? Did you know that there's another temple
Wait, shh!
full of people who are
No!
muscling in
Hey,
on?
I hit him in the face.
Oh, wow.
Stop in the face. Sorry.
Thank you.
Anyway, I grab him.
Look, I'm pretty sure we're all gonna fight. Like, we like skip to that pod, or are you?
I don't want to
I
fight you.
cast summon draconic spirit.
No, I don't want to fight you. I want to try to reason with you. Not my dog, not my fight.
So you're gonna leave?
Yep.
Well, like, you know where our base is, so that's not great.
I know where every base is. I always knew where your base was. Wasn't a problem.
That's technically
It will
true.
continue to never be.
I don't think that even requires a deception roll. It's missing some context, but it's technically true.
Yeah. I get to watch my. I have the stream on my thing, and I get to watch myself shake my head.
Speaking of religion, apparently Deo has spent this entire session handing out pamphlets on druidcraft and holding up a sign saying, "Have you considered revering nature?"
The old gods.
Dale?
The true old gods. That's
Mace's
Mace's character.
Oh, I'm not good
Dao.
with names.
I thought it was Dao.
D-A-O.
Dao
Yeah.
Nai. But,
I'm also very bad with names, but it's right in front of me, so I got to know.
alright.
Might have had most productive session.
Easily.
Is there a way to, like, was there a door, or was it just, like, a...
You had to open up a, like, trapdoor.
Okay. I mean, like, rush through it and, like, try to, like, close it in a way that they, like, are gonna take a while to get out of. Logic close.
Give me, what is the thing for who goes first? Initiative. There we go. Man, I can't run combat right now. Give me an initiative roll.
Not Chris, or not...
No. Oh, shit.
I wasn't trying to fight them.
I know, you're trying to escape. And initiative
We're
is...
not in combat.
I disagree.
Oh, does this happen to be a day where human sacrifice was happening?
They don't do it here. They usually...
Okay, so there's no convenient pile of corpses I can animate?
Nope.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, maybe if we were to start the next session, if you guys don't get out right away,
Goddamn.
that might happen.
14.
14?
5.
5? 9. They all go first.
Oh no.
So next session, we'll get to learn the consequences of actions.
Yay! That's the best part!
I appreciate...
I was gonna go back
Anyone
and
who
let
has
the
watched.
locusts fight them.
Yeah!
Well,
I'm gonna clip from that.
huh?
We're definitely gonna clip the middle.
Oh, it's... Yeah, I'm gonna listen to this one again, probably, just so I get to see...
Let's die again.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Terror
You
in my
can
face
see
when I
our
look at the
awkward
net
conversation about Judaism.
Hey, I don't think it was about Judaism specifically.
No.
It was
About
adjacent.
racism.
Fair enough.
Hey, to just put a cap on that one, I dislike all religions. I have no specific hatred towards any specific religion. Yeah, but hers is Christianity, so I don't think that counts as much. And I don't think hating Jewish people because they're Jewish is good. I think that's bad. Yeah.
Good.
But to
Good.
be fair, most people.
I don't think that's true.
True point.
Oh, that's very true.
Yeah, I think most people aren't. I think most people don't think they're bad. That's what I'll say. Most people don't want to be bad.
It's entirely possible that we'll survive their first round of assaults, get out, and then go talk to the locusts. Everything
Honestly,
might be fine.
Like, with the level you guys are, you're probably gonna kill them all.
Who knows? Maybe their archpriest is level 18. They've been sacrificing a lot of people.
Maybe there will be a bunch of devils that show up for Trispaces. That'd be cool. We'll
Or
see.
dragon devils.
Dragon devils, that's what I was talking about.
Nice.
There are specific dragon devils that I haven't got to use yet. That I might want to use.
Cast a new spell.
That would be fun.
Have a dragon angel on our side.
Ooh. Dragon Angel versus Dragon Devil. Alright, everybody. We're ending this video here. If you watch this, good on you.
If you watch this, why?
Also true.